Antonio Spurs have stretched their opening run to 5-0, beating the Miami Heat 107-101 behind Wemby's 26-18, 6-5. The Spurs head to Phoenix to take on the Suns on Sunday at 7 p.m. UTSA Roadrunners jumped out early, taking advantage of two early turnovers and boat racing Tulane 48-26. Owen McCown had him a day, 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. In Thursday night football, the Ravens look reborn with their quarterback healthy, 28-6 the final score. Lamar Jackson came back 18 of 23, 204 yards, and accounted for 4 touchdowns. The San Antonio Sports Star High School Football Game of the Week features Reagan versus Clark. You can catch the game live right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star tonight, starting at 7 with the pregame. Kickoff set for 7:30. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Your mic's not on. Come on, Rob. Come on, son.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Welcome in. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Don't adjust your radio.
It's the Axeman and the Bobcat today, Bubba.
No, Axeman's stuck in a bucket.
What?
That's what it sounds like.
What are you talking about, Rob? We're having a
You're
good
going to
time
have to go
here.
to YouTube. You're going to have to watch this live.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I don't know
I wonder how long you're going to be able to keep this on.
Yeah, it might not. The facade might not hold up. We'll see.
I know the optics are outstanding.
I can't hear a thing out of these headphones. I'll tell you that much. You'd think I should have had the in-ear headphones made. Oh, yeah. You know why I don't hear anything?
Well, you'd figure most zombies have this stuff figured out.
What an idiot.
That's funny.
Oh, now it works. Okay, all right. We're rocking and rolling now. You weak bitches. Edwin also dressed up for Halloween, I see. Happy Halloween, Edwin.
That's just my regular outfit.
I thought that was a Freddy Krueger sweater you're wearing.
No.
That's what he looked like, right, Rob? I'm in your dreams. What about you, Rob? What are you going as today?
I wasn't. I woke up and came to work. I didn't give this. I forgot it was Halloween, to be honest with you. No, I found out last night how close I was, but the fact that I can't see what Edwin's wearing.
He's wearing a
Are
Freddy
you really
Krueger sweater.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to- Edwin, no, he can't come around. Can you step to your left just a little bit, Edwin? To your left. No, that's not it. Well, it's just close enough, Edwin. That you put on a Freddy Krueger.
You just need a glove.
Freddy Krueger just on accident. That's awesome.
I just put it on because it was cold outside.
As did Freddy.
Oh, man.
No, don't take it off.
I have to.
Dude, it's like being waterboarded with those things on. I can't. Well done. I couldn't do even that much.
Oh, man. Sorry about that.
So that's,
Does that sound a little better? Check. Hello?
There you are. There you are.
Oh, hey now. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1. Good to be here on a Friday.
Yeah, man. Friday and Halloween.
Happy Friday. Oh,
Roll together.
Yeah.
And yet no candy in this building, in this biatch.
Yeah. And well, we're gonna get some coffee, which is almost like candy.
It is. Old person candy.
We'll get Vic a pup cup. Maybe he doesn't like coffee.
No, he likes that green.
No. Oh, okay.
But once you get that here, we know we have about 30 minutes.
That's why I don't think. I can
we
only get.
We got to time the intake.
The only reason I can get him coffee today is because Edwin's here. Because I know at some point
that you're going to have to.
The release is coming.
Yes.
If I take it or not, I'm still going to. What do they call the locks at the at the harbors where the
the lock and dam, yeah.
It's built up,
then
release.
So we have to time this appropriately, but the coffee sounds pretty good.
Well, yeah. Jose says you look like the dude from Big Lebowski. Like maybe like the dude's dad.
That's normally my costume.
That's a good costume.
That's an easy one, but I didn't put on my Pendletons. I honestly didn't think this morning when I woke up. I was out later last night, so I just kind of came home and went to bed, and I just woke up and got dressed. I didn't think about Halloween.
Well, the only reason I thought to bring that mask is I only get a costume if I'm going to some sort of Halloween
exactly,
function.
and I'm not in a thing this year.
I don't dress up every year just for fun. Like it's not. I don't enjoy it that much. Like it's not my thing. So, but yesterday, of course yesterday, my son comes up and is like, "Dad, I need to get a Halloween costume."
Well, at least you did it before while the stores were still open. It could have been 10 o'clock.
Halloween's tomorrow. Like, you know how stupid that is? And my wife is like, hey, it's not okay. Let's calm down. Let's not use the S word. I'm like, dude.
So did you go to the store and find something, throw something together?
We went to the store. We bought an adult medium costume. My son is my son's like Edwin size. My young son is like Edwin size.
So about 5'8". 5'9".
How tall are you, Edwin?
5'7.5", 5'8".
Yeah, I think he's 5 because my wife is 5'7", so he's like an inch taller. So he's about Edwin size. An adult medium sounds like
something would fit to me.
That could work, right?
Yeah.
But that's probably an Asian medium.
We got home. He puts on this Batman costume.
You look like Jethro.
This thing is so big.
Went the other way.
It's got padded muscle chest. It looks like he's wearing a sumo suit. Like it is
looks
so
like Ralphie from Christmas Story.
The sleeves are hanging down past his fingers.
Oh,
it is.
Throw it in the dryer.
And of course, they tell you right before you walk out of Spirit Halloween,
returns.
All sales are final.
Because we're gonna be gone tomorrow morning. This is gonna be ghost land by the time you get back here on November the 1st.
So I say, all right, man, we'll go back to the Halloween store.
And what time was this?
By the time he tried this costume on, it's like 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock at Spirit.
You know what? I can tell you, it was when halftime of the Ravens game.
So
hit.
the day before Halloween, 9 o'clock at the Spirit costume shop. That's going to close at midnight tomorrow night, I guess.
Yeah,
forever.
Yeah.
But they're
open. They're also open November 1st and 2nd, where everything is 50% off.
Oh, so they do.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then the gypsies get back in their caravan and head back into the hills.
That's right. Well, I think that's a
I'm pretty sure gypsies
term.
run. Gypsy?
I don't think.
What's the other term?
I don't know.
Travelers?
I'm not sure. A traveler.
Or Romai?
Wanderers.
Well, wanderers, but they like officially they're like the Romani.
Yes, yeah, something like that.
So gypsies.
Yeah.
So anyway, we digress. So what did you find at 9 o'clock?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So you're down to makeup on the face and some ripped clothes.
Everything was like extra large, and like apparently him and his friends planned this whole thing where there's a Joker, a Harley Quinn, a Robin,
and
a Superman, and he's Batman.
How about Bruce Wayne? How about we put you in a suit?
And we go back, and all the costumes are even bigger than the one that it wasn't going to work for him, except for one.
And it was
a kid's medium. And he's like, maybe that's the answer, Dad.
Maybe.
They
shoot our shot.
Now, luckily, this kid's medium, someone did what we should have done and opened the bag and checked how big it was. The feet were down like at his knees. This was a hopeless thing.
Way.
So I said, dude, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can be Temu Batman. And so we go home, and my wife, God bless her, she gets to work on this costume. And she
mamas. Give her a couple hours and some scissors,
she had
glue and glitter.
Some belt. She had a belt. She had, because it came with a belt, like a utility belt. But, of course, this belt would be too big for me. So she gets one of her belts, cinches it up around him, and like makes it look like the chest is big and the stomach's not as big, and gets some clothespin work put together, and now he looks
reasonably there.
Reasonably
some
there.
Lighting.
It ain't great.
You're gonna have to stand with your back to the wall.
It ain't great, but he's there. So
don't miss that.
But while she was searching through all our old Halloween stuff to find an answer, one of my masks was there. I said, "Oh, I'll wear that to the station tomorrow. That way, I'll have
you're
I'll
all
be
in.
festive."
You're all in.
Yeah. So
a couple years.
I'm going to drive home in that and just kind of stare at people. That makes people very comfortable.
Yeah, it does. It kind of, especially here. I would do that. Let me give you a map to drive home with
Edwin,
that mask on.
You should just drive up and down Elm Street today,
dude. We need to turn his
just
camera
drive
on.
up
Can we turn the camera on? I'm not kidding. You chose to wear a striped sweater on Halloween. It didn't.
Oh, it's good. It's good. All right. We got a lot to talk about. We got the Spurs 5-0. What?
I had to witness it. I had to go see it.
You went to see it with your own eyes.
I woke up and thought from my slumber and decided, if this is a first, I was at all the other firsts. How dare I even deem to miss the next first?
Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with what I saw. I mean, the game itself, for the most part, was a tight game.
Yeah.
But in the last 3-4 minutes of the game, when it was time to take over, he took over.
He did.
And, man, he hit that shot, the three, that put them up 5.
Oh, yes.
And it was just you could see his like he knew he'd won that game. And I mean, it was.
This was a battle because you have to remember he was going against one of the old heads in the NBA in Adebayo. Team USA. They saw each other in France. This is not. There's history there for a young Wemby. This is one of those dudes he knows real well.
Yeah.
So you could see it early on. It was an early battle, and Miami really kind of paced the game in the first half. There was like 60 points scored both sides in the first half. Second half, things changed.
Yep.
Good game. Good game.
Great. We'll talk plenty about that today. How about this? How about what do they do? Birds up?
That's it. Birds up.
Birds up, baby. Birds up.
God bless.
Oh, stomped belt to ass on Tulane. Belt to ass. And just a dominant performance there in the Alamo Dome. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Thursday Night Football. The Ravens look like they're back.
No kidding.
So lots to get into, and of course it's a Football Friday, so we got a full weekend of games to look forward to. Coach Shoddy will be here. College talk, NFL talk, so much more. World Series Game 6 tonight. It's a sports extravaganza on a Halloween edition of the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, good morning. We do have some road work blocking the connector ramp. This is going to be I-35 northbound to connector 2 westbound loop 410, causing no delay right now at this moment. For road construction, road rate is reduced to one lane. 35, it's the I-35 southbound between Randolph Boulevard and loop 410. This is a 41-minute delay right now. Road work blocking 2 right lanes. Okay, I-35 on the upper level. This is going to be northbound between I-10 and McCullough Avenue. And then we do have a disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder, loop 1604 westbound at Babcock. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Ozzy, good morning. So, Ozzy, when Sharon pulled you to the side and said, you're too good for this band, you need to go on your own.
But Sharon didn't know they had already been fired. How do you do too much drugs to be in Black Sabbath?
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's Breeders' Cup Weekend at Retama Park, Friday, October 31st and Saturday, November 1st. Admission is free on Friday and just $5 on Saturday, with gates opening on Friday at 10:30 a.m. and on Saturday at 10 a.m. Enjoy open concessions, great food, and non-stop racing excitement. Reserve your seat now for Saturday. That's Breeders' Cup Weekend, October 31st and November 1st at Retama Park off 35 South in Selma. Victory starts here at Retama Park Racetrack. Must be 21 or older to wager.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Right now, when you buy more carpet at the Home Depot, you save more. During our Buy More, Save More event going on now. Upgrade your carpeting with top brands, then let us install it for you with prices starting at just 49 cents per square foot. Select from a wide assortment of carpet to fit your room, lifestyle, and budget during the Buy More, Save More event at the Home Depot. Offer valid October 16th through November 2nd, 2025. Base price for standard installations only. Excludes Traffic Master and stock carpet. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
The largest gun show in San Antonio is at the Shriner Auditorium this weekend. Texas Gun Shows is open today, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Shriner Auditorium on 1604 today through Sunday.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Hey, happy Friday. Good morning, everybody. All right. Spurs 107. Heat cooled off. 101. 5-0 for the first time in the franchise's history.
And when you tell that to people, no matter who it is, everybody goes, really?
I was surprised when you told me that yesterday. Yeah, it's like, man, that's wild. And their first win of the season against a team that was not in the lottery this year, an actual playoff team from last season, the Miami Heat. You got to be, I don't know, you got to be feeling the good vibes right now. I don't think there's any two ways about it. This is, again, you've played 4 non-playoff teams and the 8 seed from the East last year, but it just feels good. And also, remember, the Spurs were also not a playoff team last year. They were bad a year ago, so at least they're beating up on their peers, which is more than we could say before.
They're beating up on everybody. They played a great basketball game last night in that it wasn't going well for them in the first half. Defensively, they gave up 60 points. I mean, we had turnovers. We had Wemby's first shot was a 3. I mean, everything about last night was one that
they started
the
off
Spurs lose. It just wasn't pretty. A lot of reasons. One of them is there's really no guidance on the floor. The lack of a point guard is obvious. There's just no real guidance. There's a lot of good players, and they dial in to keep, they're competent players, but there's no real flow to the offense, I guess would say. And until Dylan came in, things changed. And then, more importantly, there was a completely different half. The second half, they played defense. First half, you give up 60 points, you're going to lose. Second half, defense locks down, and in closing time, in money time, the man made his presence felt yet again. He is a man amongst boys when he wants to be. This is now looking not like a young, hot team that doesn't know what they don't know. This looks like a team that knows exactly what they're doing and executes when they need to and have enough one-on-one dudes when things fall apart that can just go get their own basket. And that's not Wemby. That's not just Wemby. There's always 2 other shot makers on the floor with him.
Yeah. And last night there was a moment, about a 5-minute span from, I would say, right before the end of the third quarter, when the Spurs had like a 15-point lead, to about halfway in the fourth quarter, and I said, what did they just do? They blew a whole 15-point lead and were trailing. And I said, how did that happen? And I really feel like last year and the year before, they would have just rolled over and died. And not only they not roll over and die, they dominated, I felt like, the last 6 minutes of the game. And, the final score is a 6-point win, but it felt like they felt in control.
No.
And
this was the kind of win that good teams get. They got the best effort from Miami. They came out and slugged. That was a well-played first half from Miami offensively. Bam was really good, and a bunch of faceless, nameless dudes that you just don't know played a good game. It was very well executed and cut the Spurs defense to ribbons. I mean, they were getting backdoored and getting layupped and all kinds of the embarrassing, you don't know where you're supposed to be kind of defensive mistakes. So, and then the second half, things changed. They just played a much better game as it went on. And look at who closed the game out. Dylan Harper is, if De'Aaron wasn't coming back in the next week, you couldn't keep Dylan Harper off the bench. You have to get him in or De'Aaron in or a point guard immediately. And then you start thinking, once he's there, we still haven't even seen Olynyk, and we're waiting on Cornet. So there's facets of this offense, I would say half, that we haven't even touched yet because we don't have the guys to run the high-low. Bismack Biyombo is no threat under or away from the basket. So when he's in, the offense that we would be running with either Cornet or Olynyk ain't there. So that's part of the offense we can't even go to. So now we're relying a lot on one-on-one stuff. When the point guard gets in there, suddenly we start getting some movement and some activity. And it's not just the high pick and roll with Dylan and Wemby, which is almost, and it will become, if given the opportunity, Stockton to Malone, man. I see it 2,000 assists from Harper. I'm not kidding. 2,000 assists by the time things are done from Harper to Wemby. That high pick and roll is unstoppable.
Yeah, it does feel that way. And you saw last night, at least for now, you saw how the Spurs will shorten their lineup in a tight game, which meant no Carter Bryant minutes, no Harrison Ingram, no David Jones Garcia. That was like we'll play these guys in blowouts.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, last night it was down to 9 dudes, and I got a feeling that when they're at full strength, Bismack's minutes are gone for sure.
Done.
Once Olynyk and Cornette are back.
McLaughlin, done.
Yeah, McLaughlin is probably gone. Although McLaughlin, at least, I mean, he's a specialist. Like you talk about a guy who you feel like you can let him shoot a 3 and you got a better chance than not to make it. Maybe there's a role for him at some point, but
distant.
It does feel pretty distant. And I also think Devin Vassell. I don't know how to describe Devin's game last night.
It was his first awkward game.
He had some good moments, particularly down the stretch. He had some really good moments. Devin played this game like it was last year, like where I don't need Devin Vassell to shoot the ball 16 times anymore. Like the Spurs don't need Devin Vassell to shoot the ball 16 times anymore. They certainly don't need him to shoot 12 times from 3. That's got to go away. And again, when De'Aaron Fox gets here, everything's going to change.
This is a team without a rudder when we don't have a point guard in. So you have nights where Wemby's first shot was a 3 and Devin takes 4. So those are the things. That's just a symptom of another problem. Devin's had an extraordinary season. There's no way he's sitting down. But yeah, last night was an awkward game by them. And give credit to Miami. That's a seasoned backcourt. And Bam Adebayo and big old Khalil. They play good defense, man. There's a reason Wemby had to work so hard, and he showed up at the right times with 26 points off of a lot of effort. I mean, he had to work last night. So just a good, tough win with it didn't matter. It didn't matter it didn't matter that this was run by a young kid. It didn't matter that we're awkward in positions. We're just played hard and have a backstop of what is looking to be an MVP season in Wemby. There's nobody playing any better in the world right now than Victor. There's not.
Now, I remember MVP is also kind of a team award, so the Spurs will have to keep this up, but there's no reason why he shouldn't be in the conversation.
Right now, if you polled everybody, he'd win it. There's nobody playing any better. There's some equal.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you. And generally, the way these things work is, Shea won it last year. Let's find a reason to find someone new. That's almost always the way it works.
Truth. So I'm just saying, last night was an example of what it's like to have a superstar, somebody a closer let's go ahead and take this to the couch. We don't need to worry about it anymore because we got that guy. Let's do this.
Yeah, we'll talk some more Spurs as the day goes on. We'll keep talking NBA and football as well. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, good morning. We do have some road work blocking the connector ramp. This is going to be I-35 northbound to connector 2 westbound loop 410, causing no delay right now at this moment. For road construction, road rate is reduced to 1 lane. I-35 southbound between Randolph Boulevard and Loop 410. This is a 41-minute delay right now. Road work blocking 2 right lanes. Okay, I-35 on the upper level. This is going to be northbound between I-10 and McCullough Avenue. And then we do have a disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder, Loop 1604 westbound at Babcock. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Starbucks. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Handcrafted with their signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Guys, we're in the thick of football season, and you know what that means. Underdog, the best place to get in on the action. Playing Underdog's so easy. You just pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. Rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, more. You get it right, you could win up to 5,000 times your money. This week on Underdog, I'm going back to Old Reliable. My good friend Dakota Prescott keeps on putting up yards. I'm going higher on that. And if we're going with Dak, we might as well pair him up. Let's do CD higher on receptions as well. Double dip with those Dallas Cowboys. Keep the profits rolling. So simple to play. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO, to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Paid for by term provider. Premiums will vary. Plans depend on age, location, and other factors. Visit biglou.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer, lead, or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
It's Truck Month at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Buy a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom at the low price of $33,999, plus 2.9% financing for 72 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Lease a new 2026 Colorado for only $299 a month. No dealer add-ons, and we deliver anywhere in Texas. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Woo!
Tricks or treats? Lots of candy on the Blitz. Was it treats last night with all the action in San Antonio? Spurs Heat plus UTSA.
And we got a lot coming up. We're going to preview the Longhorns. Can they get it done against Vandy?
And it's going to be a great NFL Sunday that doesn't include the Cowboys.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
That's close. You got to go slow Thriller.
Couple other results from the NBA last night. Magic get a huge road win, 123-107, blowing out the Hornets.
Yeah, they're better than their record.
I think so too. It's just their second one of the year. Man, I was saying the Bucks Warriors I thought was like going to be the best game of the night last night, and then it turns out Giannis isn't going to play, and I was like, oh well, that's a bummer. Well, it didn't matter. Bucks dominate.
I think they put the Warriors to sleep when they found out.
My goodness. Basically from the jump controlled that game, and the Thunder with their first dominant win of the season.
They covered. We told them.
127-108 win over the Wizards. A little bad news for the Thunder. Nikola Topic, who we thought was just dealing with like a twisted testicle, turns out he has testicular cancer. So he's undergoing chemotherapy now. He's got doctors down in Houston at MD Anderson, and they say that they're extremely optimistic about his outlook. Testicular cancer is a pretty rare thing, but when you catch it early, you know, from what I understand, we talked to I say we. This was me, like, God, this was probably 15-something years ago. Like when Lance Armstrong, when I was working in Austin, Lance Armstrong would come on my show every now and again, and he's like, "Yeah, it was best case scenario for when we found it." And I was like, "They took one of your nuts," and he's like, "Yeah, that's the best case scenario sometimes." It's like, what's the bad case scenario? Is
death?
I guess so. Yeah, but
what are you talking about?
Man, I didn't. I mean, anything where sometimes it's in the more mild cases they'll just remove your testicle. What?
Well, you got two of them.
I guess so.
Well,
and they do put a ball bearing to make you balanced out, so you don't look like
put another little egg in there. So yeah.
So you don't look.
So you don't walk funny.
Yeah,
you don't walk in circles.
You don't want
that. You have to wear weird pants.
Yeah. But
Manu lost a nut.
I knew that. And was it for the same thing?
Sacrifice? No, he just sacrificed his body for the team. He took a shot.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought he got injured.
He got the torsion injury. He cracked the egg.
Dude, that's crazy.
But with Topic, tough news. I don't know what the prognosis is for return on this. I hope they catch it early and he can play this year. But I think that the possibility of that got a little slim. So.
Yeah.
It's something they're not accustomed to, so they won't really miss it. But the expectation was he was going to have a big effect on this team.
Yeah, and he still might.
But, yeah. I mean, I honest to God, I don't know. I don't know of anybody that I've ever covered that was going through any sort of cancer treatment.
But as it stands, the Thunder are pretty good anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's something they don't miss because they never had it. But I think the expectation was through the summer and certainly through the early part of the season before he got hurt, or I guess he never really got hurt before it was just figured out, that he was going to play a role. That was he was going to take a lot of the point guard responsibility away from Shea and let Shea go kind of be the two guard and just go get buckets.
Yeah, something tells me when we come back on Monday, we'll still be talking about the undefeated Thunder. We'll still be talking about the undefeated Spurs as they're in Phoenix over the weekend. And that's a matchup that I like a lot for San Antonio.
At some point, we're going to get our dudes back. And I think in the next week, De'Aaron's supposed to be back. He's running with the fives we've been told. Cornette's not that far away either. So I do think we're going to start seeing an even fuller cupboard for Mitch as we get kind of get our feet underneath us. And as we do, it's going to be a kind of another early camp because half the team is back. I mean, we got 3 guys that are going to play significant minutes that haven't even set foot on the court yet, and we haven't talked about Sohan. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to still do.
Yep, and some good ones tonight in the NBA as well. Celtics Sixers, the unbeaten Sixers taking on the Celtics, who just coming off a pretty good win. The Knicks Bulls is another one. The unbeaten Bulls.
And the Knicks trying to figure something out.
Knicks,
they got whooped the other night.
They're 5.5. Knicks are 5.5-point road favorites in Chicago. Lakers Grizzlies tonight. Can Austin Reeves keep doing what he's been doing?
I think that little run's going to end.
So some decent games tonight in the association. But
Josh playing well, by the way. See him hit that game the other night. So back into form. Memphis needs to find something quick. Get a little run going.
Yeah, both those teams 3-2. So whoever wins that thing jumps ahead.
They
in the
hate
line.
the Lakers.
Well, everybody hates the Lakers. And a surprisingly good matchup maybe between the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers are feisty, man. Like they might not be garbage.
Thiago is evidently a well-regarded young coach. I mean, he just won a title of whatever league he was coaching in France and was evidently on the short list of a lot of teams.
Yeah,
as a next head coach. So good luck to him.
Nuggets just 4.5-point favorites in Portland tonight. So that's a lot of respect. So Blazers,
at some point they will regress to the mean.
Probably so, but they're not void of talent.
No, they got a lot of young dudes.
Necessarily, I mean they've got some guys that we expect. I mean, Shadon Sharp. You know how I feel about Donovan Clingan. And they've got at least I don't know if it's a good thing. They've got senior leadership in Drew Holiday for what it's worth. Guys like Jeremy Grant and
it's funny you still haven't mentioned Scoot.
No, well, I don't think he hadn't played yet this year. But
the problem is you still haven't mentioned Scoot.
Yeah, the thought is he'll play at some point. I think Time Lord hasn't played yet either. I don't know what he's got left in him. But
are you hearing what you're saying? Yeah, there's some dudes. There's a couple of guys, but that's not an NBA basketball team.
No, it's not. But we talked about them the last couple of years. They win when you think they should be rolling over and tanking. They keep winning. Like they're
going to scrap.
They're never an easy out.
But they got work to do.
Yep. All right, let's hit a break. We will come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, 'tis the season. I know there's lots to get done tonight. Make your first stop Twin Peaks because they're doing things the right way there. It is Leather and Lace Night on Friday, and it's a kind of the double whammy because you get the leather and lace for Halloween, and then you get the bourbon and barrels on top of that. So you got the finest bourbons in the world that are going to be easily accessible to you right there. We're talking about the Pappies. You know what I'm talking about. And then you got the local brews coming out of there. And then, of course, you got all the costumes. So make Twin Peaks your first stop tonight. Go get something to eat early and go do your trick-or-treating. Or when you've done all that and before you eat all that candy, head back over to Twin Peaks, close your night out. Because, you know, it's a matter of degrees when you walk in there. 360 degrees of TV. You got all the food coming out of that kitchen, scratch-made, waiting on you, special drinks. And, of course, all the service. You know, Twin Peaks is the place, the destination for all the big games and all the big parties. So head over to any one of those 4 locations tonight. The eats are always great. The drinks spectacular. But on a night like this, oh, those scenic views.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I walked in front of the Zoom cam.
Your kids were in class?
I was in my underwear.
Oh, jeez.
And I walked across the back of the screen, and my wife had a panic attack.
There have been videos of moms naked walking behind the kids. And the teachers are like, hello, Mrs. Smith.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Listen up, San Antonio. At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can get college credit for the stripes you've earned. Turn your military rank into college credit to save time and money on an online degree. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu/SATX.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Something strange in your neighborhood.
You know who this is?
Who you gonna call? No, I always thought it was the actual, I thought it was the black guy from the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's Ray Ray Parker Jr. It's the fourth Beatle.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
What was his name in the show?
The fifth Beatle, the last,
the black guy on the
Clarence?
Ghostbusters.
No,
Oh, I can't remember.
it's easily accessible. No, the dude that did this song,
Winston. That's
it was
right.
Winston, got popped for like stealing lyrics and never really came back.
Really?
Yeah, he had released a song.
What was his name?
Ray Parker Jr.
Huh.
I think he and Huey Lewis got into it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Why am that must be racist that I can only not remember Winston's name.
But you remember
Yeah, Venkman, Spangler, and
Egon.
Stantz.
Egon.
Yes.
Egon.
But
Egon Spangler is
Yeah.
Egon and Spangler is the same one, and then
Okay.
Ray Stantz is Dan Aykroyd. But I can't remember
well, he's
that's
kind of
like Dr. Peter Venkman. I can remember their first and last names. I can't even remember Winston.
Well,
I don't
remember
know why.
Winston was the fourth. They hired him.
Yeah,
later,
he was
so
the late addition, but
I don't think it's that racist. He's just
good.
What was
I was
There
worried.
was Gozer and the Gatekeeper.
Yes, Gozerian. Ah, yes.
Might have to watch that today.
And then there was Lewis and
What was Weaver's name? What was her?
Dana.
Dana, that's right.
Yeah.
Dana's floating 6 inches above the bed right now.
Have you guys ever found Sigourney Weaver attractive?
When she got into her underpants in Alien,
Yes.
every little boy's thing got a little.
I've never found her attractive. Not one day in my life.
Well, you're a little young. See, when
I mean,
she
I've
was
seen
young,
Alien.
But when she was young, we were young. You have to kind of.
Okay.
But no, I don't think she ever
Another movie.
tried to be a sex symbol. I don't think other than in that movie.
Yeah.
But she's about 6'5", by the way.
Yeah, I don't like that
She's
either.
a tall woman.
I don't like that either. That's why they wanted her.
Well, her parents, she comes from like uber wealth. She comes from old New York money.
Oh, I thought she was Earl Weaver, former Baltimore Orioles
That
manager's
kind of
daughter.
That she comes from
Baltimore Orioles
money.
managerial money.
Yeah. No, she comes from some kind of old New York money.
That makes sense. Yeah, I like Ghostbusters when I was a kid. That was one, I would watch that one like it didn't have to be Halloween. I would watch Ghostbusters all the time.
That's a great one.
That's a good movie. Everything that's come out since the original Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
There was one of the.
Did you watch the all lady Ghostbusters?
That wasn't any good.
Nah.
That wasn't any good. But one of the recents wasn't terrible.
What's better? What's closer to the original quality? Ghostbusters to all lady Ghostbusters, or NBA to WNBA?
Oh man, I'm not going to go down. For somebody who
just in pure
always
quality,
protests and does
pure
all
quality. What do you think? Would you rather watch a full regular season game of WNBA or the all lady Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters.
Well, there's also the all lady Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
I'll watch that.
Oh, you know what was kind of good though?
What?
The all lady Mad Max. What was it called?
that's
Furiosa
right. Yeah,
or something like that. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
See, I'm not sexist. I
Well,
just
that
don't-
wasn't all lady.
It was. I was pretty much all
Well,
ladies. Like
yeah.
all the. It was
Well,
like
I mean,
a,
her as the star. I mean,
But let's face it, and I don't mean this. I don't mean this as
see,
sexist.
you always go there.
But
I'm just saying, I'm having trouble defending you lately.
But
I go places and people are like, you know, he protests, but
do we really believe that ladies could be
I'm-
Ghostbusters?
see,
Really? I mean, like I
you
know.
start doing this, and I have trouble defending you, man. I'm just saying.
Women can do any job men can do, except ghostbusting. Probably not. I don't know.
I got slimed. He slimed me.
But the all lady Ghostbusters was a travesty. Like not just because it was all ladies, but it was a really poorly written movie.
Many attempts to, all of them have been. There's only been one even moderate redo, and it wasn't the most recent. But there was one I remember thinking, it was a worthy attempt.
It was with one of the kids. Was it Egon's kid in the movie?
I think so. And was Paul Rudd in it?
That's Ant-Man.
No. He did a Ghostbusters.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I get them confused.
I think he did.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's called.
That one wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it was Something.
I don't think I've seen this.
I stumbled on it.
Oh, I haven't
Really?
seen that. Yeah.
I'll be damned. Ghostbusters Afterlight. His name's Mr. Gruberson in that movie.
And I think Bill Murray showed up. Was that a fever dream?
He's listed in the credits. No, I've never seen that.
So something to do on your Halloween. Last night I was at the, I digress. If we're talking Halloween, let's tell a story. Last night I walked into the Spurs game, kind of late. I dealt with traffic, and I didn't think about Halloween at all.
Were you wearing this Rob Zombie mask?
I should have. In hindsight, and a lot of great costumes. And by the way, the jackals, pretty cool.
Okay.
It's working out. But I walked in about an hour before the game, and when you go through the press entrance, you just kind of go through a side door, and you just open a door, and you just kind of open up into the busy foyer. You just come out an unmarked door. So I open the door, and the first dude I see is a black dude about 20 feet in front of me, and there's not a lot of crowd, and he is dressed like Outcast. And he's got
like Andre 3000.
Exactly. He's got Andre 3000. He's got the wig on, and he's got it's been fried, dyed, laid to the side down, and he's got the curl and little tiny glasses, a leather vest. That's it, with no shirt, kind of like high water striped pants with these like boots. And my first thought was, "Damn, brother, don't you know where you're at? Like, wait,
you didn't know it was Halloween.
Man, you wore that to a Spurs game? Hey, don't you know? Did somebody
awesome.
tell you?"
And then when did you figure it out? Did you see somebody else? Like you see a wolf or something?
And then I turned left and I see somebody in a clown wig. I'm like, oh! All I could I was literally going to I was getting my phone out to take a picture to send to you guys in the group chat. Like, damn, brother's going out tonight.
Man, he really dressed up.
Oh, that is funny.
Man. And I was like, did somebody not tell you?
That is so great.
I was like,
damn, man, this dude's the real deal.
He is down. Like the curl, the little glasses, the little tiny vest.
He thought he was going to smack the hell out of his woman in front of everybody.
The pimp hand is strong with this brother. What is going on? I was like, well, I was going to take a picture, like, get a load of this cat. Halloween.
Oh man, that is really funny. All right, let's take a break. Let's get into the NFL on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer, because you can do the research and you can go out and win, and it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least two players, and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love, and you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup, and you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo, and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
O'Reilly. Trust the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the products for your next oil change. Right now, get 5 quarts of Valvoline Full Synthetic Motor Oil and a Wix filter for $35.99. Plus, get a $15 gift card after rebate. Limit supply. See your O'Reilly Auto Parts store for details or shop O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We still have that accident reported on Applewhite Road at Walsh Road right there. Another accident reported Eisenhower Road at Del Oak Drive. Disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder. This is going to be I-35 southbound at O'Connor. And then we also have another disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder. Loop 410 southbound at Rigsby. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the first of what will be many more firsts, the San Antonio Spurs have stretched their opening run to 5-0, beating the Miami Heat 107-101 behind Wemby's 26-18, 6-5. The Spurs head to Phoenix to take on the Suns on Sunday at 7 p.m. UTSA Roadrunners jumped out early, taking advantage of 2 early turnovers and boat racing Tulane 48-26. Owen McCown had him a day, 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. In Thursday night football, the Ravens look reborn with their quarterback healthy, 28-6 the final score. Lamar Jackson came back 18 of 23, 204 yards, and accounted for 4 touchdowns. The San Antonio Sports Star High School Football Game of the Week features Reagan versus Clark. You can catch the game live right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star tonight, starting at 7 with the pregame. Kickoff set for 7:30. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Happy Halloween! It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Let's head on over to the Buyers Barricade guest line and talk to an expert in his field.
He's outstanding in his field.
Outstanding in his field. We know very little about his field, and that's the most.
Could be in a field right now.
Could be. I think they call it a pasture.
A paddock.
Oh, something. P words. But here, courtesy of betonline.ag, is horse racing expert Dick Girardi. Good morning, Mr. Girardi. How are you, sir?
I'm great, guys. Love to see your Spurs going 5-0 since I gave them that as my long shot to win the NBA title.
We like
Look at
that
this
thought.
guy.
We
Look
like
at this
guy.
guy.
He's-
Hey, now.
Sees the future. So, Breeders' Cup.
Yes, sir.
This is the gathering of all thems from around the world, the biggest deal in sports betting, certainly horse racing for the rest of the year. Tell us about the setting and where we should be looking this weekend.
Right. So it's in Del Mar, California, which is the beautiful racetrack right along the Pacific Ocean, about 25 minutes north of San Diego. So there's 5 Breeders' Cup races today and then 9 more tomorrow. The big one is the $7 Million Classic. That'll be on NBC tomorrow night, 6:30 Eastern time. I'm kind of losing track. Are you guys an hour we're going to have to Eastern or 2?
We're at Central Time, so we're 1 hour behind it. Yeah.
5:30 your time on
Is this
NBC.
race 7?
It is race. No, it's race. I believe it's race 9 tomorrow. It's race 9 on the card. It's the 6th Breeders' Cup race tomorrow, but it's race 9 on the Del Mar card. They have a couple of other races prior to the Breeders' Cup, but that'll be on NBC. That is the big race. But yeah, the bottom line is there's $34 million worth of purses over these 14 races. And as you said, there's horses coming from all around the world. I mean, they're coming from several continents, a number of Japanese horses. Obviously, European horses have been coming over for years, horses from France. And probably the coolest horse of all is Rebels Romance, who's running in the turf race, which is right before the Classic. It's race 8 tomorrow. And you'll love this. He's raced in 3 continents and like 7 different countries, including several in the Middle East, like Dubai and Qatar and Saudi Arabia. He's actually an English horse. He's raced in Germany, and he's won the Breeders' Cup Turf twice, including last year. He's now a 7-year-old. He's trying to win it again tomorrow, and he'd be the 3rd horse ever to win 3 Breeders' Cup races. And this operation has been going on for 42 years now, so he's something special.
What is this horse's name again?
Rebels Romance.
Rebels Romance. He'll be number 1 in race 8 tomorrow. It'll be the Breeders' Cup race just prior to the $7 Million Classic.
Okay, now, so this is kind of an unusual setup because there's going to be races all day today too, right?
That's correct. Right. So the Breeders' Cup races today start about 4:45 your time, Central Time, and there'll be 5 today. And what they're calling today is Future Stars Friday. It's all the 2-year-olds. Some of the horses that you'll see potentially in next year's Kentucky Derby, and then tomorrow is it's sprinters, it's horses that run on grass, it's older horses, and it's also some of the horses that everybody's familiar with from this year's Triple Crown, including Journalism, who was the favorite in the Derby, won the Preakness, second in the Belmont. The unfortunate part, guys, was early in the week, Sovereignty, who has been the horse of the year so far, he won the Derby, won the Belmont, won the Travers. He developed a fever Monday night into Tuesday, and it just didn't get any better, not well enough. They had to scratch him, and that really took some of the luster away from the Classic, but it's still a terrific race. I mean, we got the 1, 2, 3 finishers from last year. You'll remember these names: Fierceness, Sierra Leone, Forever Young. They were all horses that were in the Derby in 2024, and they're still running. It might be their last race tomorrow. But, yeah, it's a sensational race, and that's why it's got a $7 million purse.
A $7 million purse. And you look at all the other races and all the other distances. Are we running some distances that we're not familiar with here that they might run more often in Europe or some other place?
Yeah, I think that's right. Like we have the 1.5-mile turf race, which is the one Rebels Romance is in. Also, there's a sensational filly named Minnie Hawk in the race. She was second in the Arc de Triomphe, which is the biggest race in Europe. It's run in Paris every year in late October or in mid-October. So, yeah, that's 1.5 miles is not a normal distance in American racing. There are some turf races that go that far. There's also a turf race at the end for females, 1 mile and 3/8, which is also kind of an unusual American distance. And one of the reasons they do that is they want to attract these horses from around the world that run these longer distances.
Can you give us the latest on Sovereignty? Why is he not racing in this thing?
Right. So what happened was Monday night into Tuesday, he developed a fever. They take these horses' temperatures. They're like your children. They take the temperatures every day just to see what's going on because they're not talking, right? So you don't know if they're feeling well or not. In elevated temperature Tuesday morning, Yeah, they treated him, and it went down, but then it spiked right back up the next day, and then they had to give him antibiotics. And once you do that, the horse can't race with any kind of medication in his system. So that's the there's no way they could have run him. And the bigger problem, guys, is you just don't know whether this is the beginning of something really bad that's going to affect the horse's performance or even possibly his well-being. Because again, they can't talk to you like if one of us had a temperature elevated by a degree or two, or Wemby has one. Well, he's going to play, right? He's playing in the game because he can get through it. But you just don't know if there's something else going on with the horses. They've taken blood, and it sounds like they don't think there's anything seriously wrong. But again, once he was treated, there was just nothing. The antibiotics, there was just nothing they could do.
Well, and now you have to worry about his stud fees.
Yeah, there's a lot of money on that hoof.
Now he's now that he's taken Tylenol, what if he has an autistic baby? That would be terrible.
Just put blinders on, he'll be all right. Okay, let's look for some long shots. We don't know much about these horses other than the Derby types. Let's talk about something that we might make some money on, some fun tomorrow.
So yeah, here's one I like a little bit in the turf race, the one with Rebels Romance and Mini Hawk that I just talked about. The 3-horse Amalok, I think, is run never a bad race, and is listed at 10-1, maybe even higher than that. And I just think he's the kind of horse that potentially could sneak onto your ticket somewhere, maybe first, second, third, as a potential long shot. I'll give you one today. In race 6, number 2 Military Code is listed at 12-1. I think he's got a chance. Again, maybe he doesn't win, but if you're playing like trifectas where you're trying to put the top 3 in some order, or exactas where you need the top 2, maybe use the 2 Military Code. That's race 6 today at Del Mar. It's the first of the Breeders' Cup races. Again, it goes off at about 4:45 Central.
All right, let me ask you. I want to ask you about two. I sometimes like to pick horses based on their names.
No,
no. And I've got a couple. I've got a couple picked out for tonight, and I want you to tell me if you're familiar with these and if they've got a shot. One of them, the odds look pretty strong on this one. Tonight, the 9 race. There's a horse. The 2 horse is named Blackout Time. I can get down with Blackout Time. 5-1. Is there a chance that Blackout Time wins the race tonight?
There is. He's going to be the 3rd choice in the race. The 2 big favorites are Brandt and Ted Noffi. They'll be taking most of the money. But Blackout Time is, you can see he's got a lot of talent. I think the issue might be that maybe he's not quite ready to do it today, but keep that name in mind for when we talk in May prior to the Derby. I think he's a horse you could definitely hear about in 6 months.
Oh, if he's in the Derby, that is my horse. All right. Then race 10. Now, this one looks to be more of a long shot. The number 4 horse, Third Beer, is at 30-1.
Well, that's obviously before Blackout Time.
Yeah, well, actually, in this order, the
race
goes after. But his Third Beer, 30-1, doesn't sound like he's got much of a shot. Is this just a junk horse?
What are you trying to suggest with Blackout Time and Third Beer?
It's Halloween. Here. It's Friday night. The mood is right, Dick. Come on, baby.
We're going to finish off with She's So Spicy.
Yeah, heading to the Riverwalk, are we, boys? Yeah, I get it. It's all good. And no, I don't think that horse has any chance. I think he's overmatched in the race. But you know what? I would never talk you off a 30-1 shot. If you like the name, my theory on 30-1 shots is there's no real downside, and if somehow it hits, you're a hero for the day.
All right, so with Sovereignty scratched in the big race tomorrow, who becomes the favorite? Journalism seems like the big name, but it is not listed as the favorite. Does Journalism have a shot? And if not who?
Yeah, he absolutely has a shot. So I'll read them off at betonline.ag. Here are the numbers at the moment. Fierceness is the favorite at the moment. He ran 2nd in this race last year. He just won the Pacific Classic at this racetrack at the end of August. He's 3-1. Forever Young, the great Japanese horse, is 9-2. Sierra Leone won the Breeders' Cup Classic last year. He's about 3-1 as well. Mindframe and Journalism are listed at 6-1. Yeah, Journalism is the biggest name because he ran in the Triple Crown races this year. But keep this in mind, guys. He's a 3-year-old versus now older horses, 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. So it's not quite the right analogy, but envision a very good rookie against a 5-year vet. That's kind of what we're talking about. It doesn't mean the rookie couldn't win on talent, but the vets with similar talent generally will have a slight edge.
There's a little bit of controversy in this race, it appears. This horse called Contrary Thinking, who is 50-1, is the second horse in the race owned by the same guy, apparently. And apparently there's a plan in place where Contrary Thinking, who has early speed, is basically going to be used as a decoy to kind of disrupt some other horses. So the guy's other horse can win this thing, and I guess Sierra Leone is the other horse, and then some of the other owners are saying this horse shouldn't be allowed to play because it's not even trying to win; it's only here to set up his buddy. Is that what you see happening, and is that like just a known thing that it's happening?
It is a thing in horse racing, and you described it perfectly. Contrary Thinking is not in there to try to win the race. He's just going to go to the front and try to run as fast as he can for as long as he can, hopefully spread the field out a little bit, make the horses chasing him run too fast too soon because they want to chase after him, and then set it up for Sierra Leone. He's going to come from the back. I mean, that's the thinking, and this kind of thing has happened in horse racing for a long
That's
time.
called a dirt track rabbit is what we used to call them.
Yeah, exactly. Rabbit is that's exactly their name they use in horse racing. It's just a rabbit out there. And so what will happen is the other riders, and Fierceness's rider John Valesco is one of the smartest guys ever. He's just going to ignore Contrary Thinking. He's going to be out there by himself, and he's not even going to pay any attention to him. And the key for him is just make sure his horse doesn't pay any attention to him either, because that's the whole idea, is to get horses riled up and get them to use their energy too soon. It'll be an interesting topic. In the end, I don't think it's going to be relevant. I do understand why Chad Brown and his people are doing it. It makes sense because Sierra Leone's really at a disadvantage because of his running style. But look, if they can spread the field out a little bit, make some horses run harder sooner, then that's to their advantage. And look, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
Could they throw him out? Could the Breeders' Cup say, look, he's not trying to win? Yeah, they could, but that would be a precedent. Nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah, and this Rapoli he's got two horses in the race
I
as
have
well.
no problem with this. This is not uncommon at all.
Not at all.
You kind of start looking for him at tracks you're not familiar with.
This guy is calling Contrary Thinking an emotional support rabbit on his social media. I kind of like that term.
Mike's an interesting character, Mike Rapoli. He owns Mindframe and Fierceness, two of the horses that have a real shot in here. Mike's also a St. John's University grad. He's the money guy behind the St. John's Red Storm basketball team.
Mr. Patino's guy.
Yeah, he's their NIL guy. So, but yeah, Mike's good for the game. A lot of people, he rubs people the wrong way, but that's what people do when they say things that are a little out of the ordinary. But he loves the game. He's put his money up in the game. I mean, he made a ton of money. He was the guy that invented vitamin water and then sold it for some insane amount of money.
Him and 50 Cent, they were in on that, huh?
Yeah, man. Good company.
Yeah, Mike has done well. Interesting character for sure.
All right, Dick. Let's make it simple for the people here. Act like you're talking to a bunch of dummies like me. There's 9 horses in this race. I'm going up to the ticket counter with my $2 bet or whatever it's going to be. What's my ticket? What am I saying to the teller?
Yeah, I think the key here is to find one horse that you feel comfortable is going to finish somewhere in the top 3. And to me, that's Sierra Leone.
That's mine too. He's got an emotional support rabbit.
Right. I think he's the most likely horse to run well. Now, I can't sit here and tell you I love him to win just because of his running style. He comes from so far behind, and that's just generally a disadvantage in horse racing on dirt. But yeah, if you're playing, I would say play exactas and trifectas. Use Sierra Leone as your key horse. He's number 7, and bet him to win if you want to. That's fine. He did win the race last year, although he got the dream set up last year. There was an incredible amount of actual speed in the race, and they all just kind of burnt each other out. And you could make a really good case that Fierceness ran the best race last year, but finished second. So I think those are the 2 most likely winners. Fierceness just every once in a while has these races where he just doesn't run. He's just like, what are you doing? But Sierra Leone's never had that race. I think he's the most logical horse to run well.
Let me ask you about one more, because this fascinates me. This Nevada Beach is 20-1, and the trainer is Bob Baffert. I don't see very often, again, I'm a dummy when it comes to this, but I know very few trainer names, but I see 20-1 Bob Baffert, and outside of the emotional support rabbit, he's the longest shot on the card. What's going on with this? Is this does this horse have a chance at 20-1?
I don't particularly like him, but look, if Baffert has him in, you obviously have to pay attention. I mean, he's won this race more than anybody. I mean, you know some of the names he's had, including American Pharoah, the Triple Crown winner, who finished his career 10 years ago by winning this race in Kentucky. So Nevada Beach here's the deal. He's a late developing 3-year-old, right? So he's just started to get good. Like his last race was where he ran at Santa Anita was by far the best of his life. And I think Bob he's a realist. He said, look, my horse is better than he's ever been, but he's running against a field way better than anything he's ever run against. So that's really the issue. That's why he's a long shot. It's not because he doesn't have talent. It's just because of the talent he's running against.
Okay, fair enough. That is Dick Girardi, courtesy, as always, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you coming on for BetOnline.ag and giving us the rundown for these horse races because, you know, Rob and I are experts on many things. This is not one of them. Dick, we appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next time.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
There you go. That is Dick Girardi, courtesy of BetOnline.ag, and all our guests appear via the Buyers Barricade guest lines. Buyers Barricades providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com. All right, let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll get into the football. NFL Week 9. Cannot wait to get into this card. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1. It's also hoop season, baby. It's football season, but it's hoop season now. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, it's all back on Underdog. And you can make your picks and win money right now at Underdog. Playing on Underdog is easy. You pick your favorite players. What are they going to do? They're going to be higher or lower on their stats. It's a simple game, friends. Is Wemby going to have more or less than 2.5 blocks in the game? If you're right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. This week on Underdog, I'm going to be doing a lot of NFL still, a lot of college football still, but I've been watching these Spurs so close that I do have some Spurs stuff picked out, and that includes Wemby again. And against the Suns, I'm looking at Wemby over or higher on his rebounds. I think he's going to have more rebounds in this game. So if you like that, tail along. And again, the UFC, another thing that I love to play these things on Underdog. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO, Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Paid for by term provider. Premiums will vary. Plans depend on age, location, and other factors. Visit biglou.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336.
Progressive knows owning a home can be hard, but not always. Like when you're relaxing on your patio, enjoying a nice, quiet evening. So quiet. Except for the sound of the neighbor's party. Which you said you'd go to if you weren't busy. And your quiet night on the patio, that's not exactly busy, is it? Maybe you should just stay inside. At least Progressive's Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare rates, so shopping for insurance is the easiest part of owning a home. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
It's Truck Month at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Buy a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom at the low price of $33,999 plus 2.9% financing for 72 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Lease a new 2026 Colorado for only $299 a month. No dealer add-ons, and we deliver anywhere in Texas. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I want to show off the prep that I did for this interview, so if you've got your pen ready, write this down.
Got it, I'm ready.
Bo Nix this season, 4.9 yards per drop back against zone coverage, 6.2 yards per drop back against man coverage. So just throwing that out there.
All right, well, I got to go change the game plan, guys. All that man-to-man you guys want to see. Let me go get Flus.
Now you tell him, hey, man, back to the drawing board, buddy. Your old stuff is going to work here.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Dead I am the... Oh, no!
Yeah, I'm like, dude.
Slipping through the creek, strangling the priest. Hold on.
Yeah, it's only going to get better from here.
Nice.
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of
See, this is one of those times you truly got to be there. For those that are stuck in your car,
my favorite thing about
AJ has donned a
his
rubber
costume
mask. That looks like Rob Zombie with a bloody X on his forehead.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this costume is that Rob won't look at me when I wear it.
I'm looking at you in the screen. I wanted to make sure. I'm watching the screen to make sure you were there. You are. I wanted to see that they had gotten you appropriately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Those kind of masks give me.
Well, do you get
stress?
claustrophobic?
Yeah,
Really?
I get. Yeah, it's like being waterboarded to me.
What kind of mask do you prefer?
None.
Well, how do you dress up as a costume?
I don't. I paint my face. As you can see, I'm a face painter.
I almost did pigtails today.
See, you could have. It's a pretty good mask. I'll give it credit. Nobody bought that one, huh? That was left.
I bought this mask like probably 7 or 8 years ago.
I thought you bought it last night with your kid.
I've had this for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. You should drive home
Do
in
it, baby.
Yeah, definitely drive home with it.
I would drive home in it.
That'll make everybody real comfortable.
Now, what you need to do is like go to the bank.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of
and give them a note.
And really don't go in the bank. Just kind of mill around and look really kind of agitated. Just kind of walk real fast, and then like just stop and wave your arms.
Well, this was a little. What I noticed as a problem is I was wearing that mask when I went to do early voting.
Yeah.
And I was wearing a Spurs shirt, and they were like, "Oh, you can't wear that here." So I went back and I took the Spurs shirt off, and they still wouldn't let me vote. I don't.
Mr. Zombie, go vote.
Dig through the ditches, and this is the last day of early voting, by the way.
Go vote. Take your mask off. Don't wear your Spurs jersey, both pro or con, and get in there and get your ass voted.
I voted. I had my sticker and everything at the house.
And he had to go through like hoops. He had to. It wasn't easy for him.
You got to fight.
So you
for your rights.
You can go right now. Go vote. Go vote.
That's right. Did you finish your coffee?
I did. It's done.
Look at you, man.
I needed it.
Yeah.
I needed it. I was tired. Worn out.
Vic, you're done with yours too?
Yep.
I watch you tip that green cup like nobody's business. That cup of grog.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They've got a new flavor of that.
Oh, what? Mud?
I don't think
Clay?
I don't think Vic can have it because I think it's got sugar syrup in it. But they now make one with mint.
So this is mocha,
and supposedly the mint matcha.
Matcha. That's it. Matcha.
Like they make it taste like a mint chocolate chip milkshake.
Ah.
Yeah.
With all the health benefits that you get with matcha.
And you'll get all the release.
All the, downward pressure that matcha offers.
Anything different to do that.
I'm having
a cleanse.
I'm in the season, so I'm
Dude,
having
that is a giant.
Oh, is that a pumpkin spice?
A pumpkin cold brew.
Oh.
So like the pumpkin spice latte is it tastes better, but you get that cold brew when you want that boost. And you get the cold brew with an extra shot.
So you drink pumpkin spice?
Yeah. Why, you think because I'm some basic white bitch?
No, I didn't. I wouldn't have taken you for that kind of.
And when it's in season, yeah.
I'm not anti. Don't take it. Don't get all. I think you're protesting too much.
I got news.
I was just surprised that you would go up and ask for such a girly drink.
This will probably be my last iced coffee of the season, I hope.
Just because of the season?
Yeah,
I tend to eat more ice cream in the winter than I do in the summer. I don't know why.
Really?
I crave ice cream more in the winter.
Because normally, now from now, I say from now on, like probably from 2 weeks from now on, it'll be cold when we get in, and I'm gonna want coffee to warm me up. So my favorite seasonal Christmas drink is
don't. If it's got peppermint,
no.
Okay.
I like the gingerbread.
That's like pumpkin spice. It's the same thing.
Yes, gingerbread.
I wouldn't have ever taken you for that.
Yeah, I'm not much of a peppermint mocha.
No.
That's not my thing.
No.
But gingerbread latte, that's a go-to right there.
Sure,
but it doesn't come in cold brew.
Why not?
I don't know. But cold brew gets you crunk, man.
It does.
Gets you jacked. Yeah. It's like taking pre-workout basically. And I got the Trenta, which is
that's a big old bucket of coffee.
That's
I'll
right.
give you that.
That's right. That's how I
starting
roll
to
hard.
vibrate.
That's how I roll hard. All right. Oh, Ray says, "Wow, a pumpkin latte. What a girly drink." First of all, it's not a pumpkin latte.
It's pretty damn close.
It's a pumpkin cream cold brew.
Oh, so there you go.
And secondly, I'm secure in my masculinity.
No, it's not about that.
I don't care. You call me girly. I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
When I go drinking, what do I get? Whiskey neat.
It's like
what? I get whiskey neat, right, Rob?
No,
like a man. And Rob gets a Cosmopolitan, and he drinks it out of
Bellinis.
A Bellinis.
I drink Bellinis like a real man
and I don't
should.
judge him.
I drink a icy, frothy Bellini.
When it comes to coffee, I do drink a little girly cold brew drinks. I don't care.
My son is a a part-time barista.
Okay.
And when he worked at Dutch Brothers for
Okay.
a while. And he looks down on anybody that rolls in and orders any kind of, because in the coffee culture, that's amateur stuff. That's amateur.
I don't speak
You roll
coffee.
in and pumpkin spice, they like laugh at you behind the barista's like amateur.
Oh yeah, I don't speak
Front
Starbucks.
runner.
Man.
Hey, when I was getting the coffee this
Pumpkin
morning,
spice.
So at McDonald's,
Make us work.
Yeah, no.
At McDonald's, when you get the McRib, do they judge you? Because that's a seasonal item.
Oh, they're probably looking
No,
at
not
you
the-
like, do you know what's in this? Do you
Pumpkin,
know what this
pumpkin
is?
spice is seasonal. It's not like I would order it in March.
I'm just saying, they look at it like, oh, you're just an amateur. If you
You're-
really know what you're doing, you'd ask for 3 shakes of this and a little bit of that, and then we're talking Thanksgiving. I'm just saying, he's always like, when they come up and let me just have a pumpkin spice latte. I'm like, all right, rookie.
Well, I did
You
get.
don't know what you're
I
getting.
did add pumpkin sauce
See,
and
if-
cinnamon to the
See,
top
they
of
like
mine.
if you just go.
Oh, I saw 'em do
you gotta,
that.
You got to add the extra little stuff to look like a pro.
Yeah,
Like
a girl ordered when I was waiting, and yeah, she did the double pump this, that, and
You get more respect from the barista if you make them think.
Well, did you tell her you'd give her a double pump?
yeah, she was a torta. Though.
Ah,
Yeah, she was a little big.
Órale, güey. Órale, güey.
¿Cómo estás, güera?
Ray says, my wife says the chestnut praline from Starbucks trumps all seasonal
See,
drinks.
that's
Chestnut
about as
praline's
girly
pretty
as you
tasty.
get.
It
That's
is pretty tasty, though. I don't
Chestnut. You ever had a chestnut?
care. Yeah, they're not very good. But chestnut praline coffee is good. And the pralines and cream at
Wait,
Baskin
I want
Robbins.
to go back to you've had a chestnut.
I've had one roasted.
Well, that's according to the song. I think that's the only way you're supposed to eat it.
Yeah, they're not.
For anybody who's ever had it, it's like eating an acorn.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't
They're
know-
not made to be edible.
Why are we doing this? Yeah. So
Yeah,
why would I want that in
An
my coffee?
acorn.
It is. It's like eating an acorn right off the ground.
Yeah.
And then they burn it on top of that. So I'm not sure I want that in my coffee, but the praline, I'm listening.
Praline is delicious.
I'm down with the praline.
When I worked at Baskin Robbins, when it was my first job in high school working at Baskin Robbins, I used to eat so much pralines and cream ice cream. It was
Yes,
it
sir.
was the best. It was I'd make a milkshake with like 6 scoops. That was back when my metabolism was through the moon. I couldn't gain weight if I wanted to. My coaches were all, "Oh, you got to put on pounds," and then I would drink milkshakes with 6 scoops and gain no weight.
When was the last time you went to a Baskin Robbins? Seriously, when was you went out and let's go get some ice cream?
Oh, I went to there's a place by my house that I went to. It's not Baskin Robbins. It's a Marble Slab.
Oh yeah.
I went and got ice cream there.
I haven't. They used to have one at the North Star Mall.
Okay.
At the Marble Slab work.
I like Cold Stone.
Yeah, same thing.
That's my favorite.
That's the same thing as Marble Slab, right? Same idea.
Same idea, I think. Yeah.
Just mixing it all up. On
yeah, I don't remember the last time I went to a Baskin Robbins.
Yeah.
You ever had a job where you got a verse to it, like as after you worked there?
There's a very well-known chicken wing restaurant that I had to do a show in once a week for like 6 years.
And now you're averse to eating there?
That smell, and it's not about the restaurant; it's the smell of the wing.
Well,
I just cannot get over.
When you are an ice cream scooper at Baskin Robbins, you get ice cream on your body, and like as the night goes on.
Does it go sour?
It goes sour, and you can smell that. And no matter how much you wash your hands, you can still smell
Like
it.
the sour milk.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, it's made me averse to just Baskin Robbins.
No, I get it. I understand.
I'm not averse to ice cream, certainly.
And me with wings, but that specific smell, I'm out. I can't do it. And it's not anything they did. It's just the fact that I had to deal with it forever.
Yeah, maybe I should go eat some of that.
I'd like to go for some ice cream. Rum raisin.
All
That's
right.
pretty good.
I
know.
I meant to talk NFL there, but Rob,
Yeah.
you're so unprofessional, Rob.
What did I do?
You know what you did.
I have not worn a mask on a radio show yet today.
You know what you did. James says hot chicks worked at Marble Slab.
Yeah.
Is that the one at North Star? They kind of did.
A hot chick worked at Baskin Robbins. That was my my first work hookup. Katie Hayes.
See, they didn't have to wear the stupid orange whip costume.
Katie
Orange
Hayes.
Julius.
Katie Hayes, who had a boy.
yeah.
She had a boyfriend who was in college, and she gave herself to me in the boss's office, and then and now she's a lesbian. The things
Good
you learn,
job, AJ.
things you learn. Not because of me. She was straight for a while, and then was a late life lesbian.
It was the sour milk.
It could have been. Could have been.
Dude, you smell like cottage cheese.
My manager was like, "How did we go through so much whipped cream?"
Anybody who's ever had the whipped cream experience knows.
It does seem.
You need to jump in the shower post haste.
Yes.
Immediately.
Don't wait on that.
Immediately.
Don't think there's other activities to follow.
Nope.
As soon as you're done with the whipped cream, it's time to clean that stuff off.
AJ, Katie, it seems like you guys are going through an exorbitant amount of whipped cream on your shifts. You guys need to really limit the amount you put on the milkshake because it seems like you're using way too much.
What's that in my whipped cream?
Oh
no.
That was AJ.
Yeah, I was trying to promote the eating of ice cream. We went the other direction. I was trying to promote the family, going with the fam and getting a double dip.
Sometimes when you
stand around outside and looking at the other people,
this is what everyone should know. Sometimes when you go into Baskin Robbins and you think you're there with your family and you think what a pure and joyous experience. Sometimes the two people that worked there had sex in the back room. That sometimes it happens.
Right before you walked in, right?
Usually it happens the night before or is going to happen later that night. Usually that'd be wild to do it while the store is open. But usually you know that somewhere in that freezer where that ice cream was or in the office, love was made. And that it just happens, man.
Ben and Jerry got busy.
They could have.
You telling me that when I went to Ben and Jerry's that there's something happening back there?
They could have.
Yep.
It's quite possible.
That's the crazy name.
Quite possible.
That's why the name, that ice cream, that flavor. That Thursday night, I'll never forget.
Ah, yes. All right. Football on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Hey, we're having a party. It's at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, and it's just a couple of weeks away. November the 19th, I want you to come and join me at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. We're going to be out there all day for a tailgate. What does that mean to your babies? Not much, really. But to you, you can come out and win some tickets, have some fun. We're going to have food and all that. But really, I want to introduce you to where I take my dogs. And let me tell you, it's like babysitting my children. You're in high esteem if I allow you to take care of my babies. And let me tell you, Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, I think my dogs might like them more than they like me. Every time I take them, they come back happy and tired, and they're not even hungry, which for those dog owners, you know what I'm talking about. When you get your dog and they've been someplace and they've been nervous and upset the entire time you were gone, and they show up and they're thirsty and they just eat because they didn't eat where they were there because they were too nervous. That was not the case when I took my dogs to Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. That was sold for me, and I've been a customer ever since. I want that for you. If you're looking for a new place to take your dogs, or you're new here to San Antonio, right on 35, just south of 1604, right by Gilman, is Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. It's a hop, skip, and a jump from the airport. Easy in, easy out. They take care of your dogs by the day, by the evening, by the week. If you need everything, all the extras, they certainly got it. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. Come out and join me and the rest of the crew on November the 19th. We're going to be there from 9 a.m. Well, we're going to be there all day long. The party will be all afternoon. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, a place for your pets, whether you're leaving town or just going to work. Take them there. You're going to love them. Your pets will be happy too. Go to mybunkinbiscuit.com for all the details. I'll see you out at my favorite place. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. Choose them, and I know you're going to thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good Halloween morning to you. We do have a disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder, I-35 southbound at O'Connor. Also another accident reported on Eisenhower Road at Del Oak Drive. Another accident reported Applewhite Road at Walsh Road. And then we do have a disabled vehicle again blocking the right lane, Loop 410 southbound at Rigsby. And we also have an accident blocking the left lane, Loop 1604 westbound at O'Connor. This is causing an 18-minute delay right there. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Ozzy, good morning. So, Ozzy, when Sharon pulled you to the side and said, you're too good for this band, you need to go on your own.
But Sharon didn't know that I had already been fired. How do you do too much drugs to be in Black Sabbath?
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club.
Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Think Verizon the best 5G network is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Maybe turn them into paper airplanes headed to See Ya Never AT&T and T-Mobile. Jokes aside, the best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. So bring in your bill to your local Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric true score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah, we get to hear this Monster Mash today. Vic, do you know how to do the Monster Mash? You know how to do the dance?
I don't know how to do it. I've seen people do it, but I don't.
You know how to do the mash?
Is it a dance?
Yeah.
Is it like the Charlie Brown dance?
He did the Monster Mash.
Nah.
It was a graveyard smash. Ooh. You would never do you would never do sex in a graveyard, would you, Vic?
Yeah, I would.
As a Catholic boy, you would do that? You wouldn't be afraid?
No, because the Lord will protect me.
Even when you're desecrating holy ground?
No, I'll find an empty space next to a tree.
Yeah. A graveyard smash.
Yeah.
All right. NFL Week 9. Let's start looking at it, baby. Let's start digging into this schedule because there's some solid games this week. And there are some games that are really meaningful for teams that are teetering, including the Houston Texans. Maybe again, I hate to say must win, but let's face it, that division is very unlikely to produce a wild card team, the AFC South.
No.
And the Colts look like they're running away with things. The Texans play the Broncos at home. They are favored. If the Texans win, they go to 500.
Why do you think they're favored?
Because I think a lot of people saw what they did last week and went, oh, they beat the 49ers. 49ers are so good.
Okay.
But what they don't realize, and by the way, the Texans last week, this is such the total in this game is 41. I've got no idea why. Oh, well, I do have an idea why, and I'll explain it. The reason why this total is so high for what, and I think I think this is going to be like a 13-10 type game.
Yes, I don't see.
But you saw the Texans put up 26 last week against the 49ers. You saw the Broncos put up 1 million against the Cowboys. And what people are not realizing is the Cowboys defense is the worst in the league. The 49ers, as currently constituted, are probably the second worst in the league.
And then if you saw any of the Cowboy game, that Denver defense is really fast.
Legit.
They get to the ball. This is not a good matchup for Houston. And just because they are coming off a good win and playing at home, I think Denver wins this straight up, not just covers. Denver's better than I thought they were. And I thought they were okay. So if the Texans can win this football game, it could turn their season because this is a much better football team in Denver than I think that they're getting credit for, at least for me.
I think the reason why the line has flipped to the Texans being favored is because it opened Broncos -1.5, and now it's Houston -1.5, which isn't a huge – going through zero is not a big deal. But I think the Surtain injury is a big factor.
It does matter, but again you're going to have to throw it. You're going to have to get it off before you can get it to where Surtain is. And I know Dak didn't have any time.
Yeah, I like the under in this game. If forced to play aside, I like the Broncos, but also there is a sense of desperation with the Texans. They really need to win this. The Texans, they needed to win last week so bad because D'Amico was doing the you guys only talk about bad stuff with us. It was the first sign of the media and the fans questioning D'Amico, and he panicked because, quite frankly, the media in Houston has done nothing but kiss D'Amico Ryan's ring. Like, this guy is the savior. He's the best coach we've had since Kubiak. It's like everyone's kissed his ass. And then at the first sign, like, yeah, dude, when you don't play well, you take heat. That's the NFL. You should know that. And he was like, you guys only report the negatives, so nobody's talking about the positives. It's like, dude, you're a baby. If that's what you like.
When you hear that from coaches, one of two things happen. They either go win this year or they're out of a job in 8 months. The moment you start hearing that, and I don't think he's there yet. I do think that's an overreaction to some very angry media because they did kind of give him a pass last year because everybody said, second-year quarterback, yada, yada, you'll regress. But now it's starting to look like it's not just a quarterback finding his way. It's some coaching, and it's certainly the makeup of the team. Let's start looking at how this team came together, and D'Amico's part of that.
Yeah. Estrada says, counting the 3 points you get for home games, Denver's actually favored. Of course, the betting changed it. No. First of all, no one gets 3 points for home field advantage in the NFL anymore. That's dinosaur stuff. It now like a good home like Kansas City, Buffalo, those are like maybe 2.5. Most teams get 1.5 for home field advantage. That's where this number is. So the market is saying the Broncos and Texans are equal and even teams.
So I don't see that.
I don't believe that.
So I think this is one of those take Denver money, everything you can. I'm not thinking the Texans are anything less than they are, but I know who they are.
Bears and the Bengals. The Bears are 2.5-point road favorites. I want to know what's going on with the Bengals quarterbacking. I would bet the Bengals if Joe Flacco was playing. If it's Jake Browning, I think we've proven that the Bengals are unbettable.
And they might almost be with Flacco unless you're just looking for points.
They're going to score.
Yeah.
Dude, how many there are now 3 or 4 starters for the Bengals who have requested a trade this year. Like, their team has just quit, basically. Maybe a way to bet this thing is to just look at the Bears team total over. Like, just expect that the Bears are going to score. And that way, if Flacco plays, there's probably a bunch of scoring all around the game. If Jake Browning plays, though, who knows what they're going to do? You're probably better off with that Bears team total anyway, because Jake Browning will turn it over.
Bears better play a good football game, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Vikings-Lions. Fascinating line here. Detroit minus 9.5. That, first of all, that's a huge number. For a divisional game. Are the Vikings terrible? That's the question you've got to ask.
The Vikings themselves, the team isn't terrible. Is J.J. McCarthy terrible? That's really the question.
We haven't seen him in 6 weeks,
so
I don't know.
There's so many unanswered questions, and I know that Detroit tends to front run. If they're going to beat you by 4, they're going to beat you by 10. If they're going to beat you by 10, they're going to beat you by 17.
Here's the question.
What I mean?
Do you think could J.J. McCarthy be worse than what Carson Wentz has been the last couple weeks?
No, I don't expect he'll be worse. That I'm comfortable with. But any better? I don't know. But he can't be worse.
All right. Let's we'll continue this NFL talk. I actually have a little more I want to dig into on this Vikings-Lions game before we move on. So we'll do that, get into the rest of the games. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio, and since 1994, I've been representing people and families seriously injured by negligent drivers. I think everyone knows that driving while using a cell phone, texting, posting videos is dangerous. Study after study shows that use of a cell phone like this is the same or worse than driving under the influence. Yet, many people insist on using their cell phones while driving. I've had many cases where my client was injured by one of these people because they chose to use their cell phone. Who are these people? You and I have both seen them, probably today. Men, women, old, young, minivan drivers, truck drivers, 18-wheeler drivers. I know this. The same person that chooses to use their cell phone while driving is the same person who will lie about it later just to avoid taking responsibility. If you choose to use a cell phone while driving and hurt someone, you'd better hope they don't call me. If you or a family member has been injured in a vehicle collision, call me. Jason Thompson, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets the Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
We have an accident reported on Highway 87 westbound between Foster Road and 410, causing about a 2-minute delay right now. Another accident blocking 2 left lanes. Loop 1604 westbound at O'Connor, 27-minute setback. Stop-and-go traffic now back from Kitty Hawk Road. Another accident blocking 2 right lanes. This is going to be on the frontage road on I-10 eastbound at De Zavala Road, and so be conscious of that. And then finally, disabled vehicle blocking the right lane. Loop 1604 northbound at West Military Drive. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the first of what will be many more firsts, the San Antonio Spurs have stretched their opening run to 5-0, beating the Miami Heat 107-101 behind Wemby's 26-18, 6-5. The Spurs head to Phoenix to take on the Suns on Sunday at 7 p.m. UTSA Roadrunners jumped out early, taking advantage of 2 early turnovers and boat racing Tulane 48-26. Owen McCown had him a day, 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. In Thursday night football, the Ravens look reborn with their quarterback healthy, 28-6 the final score. Lamar Jackson came back 18 of 23, 204 yards, and accounted for 4 touchdowns. The San Antonio Sports Star High School Football Game of the Week features Reagan versus Clark. You can catch the game live right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star tonight, starting at 7 with the pregame. Kickoff set for 7:30. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, 8:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween. We're talking NFL. Vikings-Lions is where we left off. The Vikings are 9.5-point dogs on the road. The Lions do – here's what I do think about the Lions. I think the Lions get off to a fast start here. I think the Lions in the first half, like that'd be a bet that I'd be interested in because, first of all, you're catching the first half of J.J. McCarthy where he's probably got a little rust.
And, well, yeah.
And the Lions, it's hard to bet. As much as I say 9.5 sounds like a crazy number, and to me it is.
It's
like, even to me, in division, it's hard to lay 9.5 points, period, because these teams are so familiar with each other. And if you are laying 9.5 points, usually one of the teams is just awful. And I don't think the Vikings are awful. Like, the Vikings are still solid. And, dude, I think the Lions or the Vikings have probably the best coach in that division. So
I wouldn't go that far. Dan Campbell, I think, is a pretty good coach.
All right.
I mean, best equal. I mean, those are two good coaches.
If I had to choose one, it'd be O'Connell. I wouldn't even hesitate. I think Dan Campbell's a nice rah-rah guy, but
I used to believe that. He's doing it now without OCs. I didn't mean to throw you off.
No.
I will say this. The one thing that Minnesota has going for him is Aaron Jones is off of IR. And that's going to be a huge protection for McCarthy because he can actually hand the ball off to a dude that can go get 4 yards. So I do think that's going to help their offense. Other than that, I've seen 2 quarters of a rookie quarterback. That's all I've seen, and that's not enough to me. Even though they get Aaron Jones back and they got good wide receivers and the defense is getting healthier, Detroit is they're a bulldozer, and if they think they can bully you, they will. They don't play close games with average teams. They put them to bed. They put them down and they take them. And I do think it could get out of hand. If there's any money there for me, shoot, it's first half at all. I just don't see that this is the kind of bounce back game or comeback game for McCarthy. It's just going to be a rough one for him.
Yeah, they have with the only, especially at home, these are their margins of victory at home so far this year. They beat the Bears by 31. They beat the Browns by 24. They beat the Bucks by 15.
They just go to town, man. They don't stop.
At home, they will blow you out. Now, on the road, different story. They've got a 14-point loss, an 8-point win, a 13-point win, and a 13-point loss. They're gettable on the road. In Detroit, it's tough.
I think it's fast track. I think they just like the environs of the indoor track for the offense.
Panthers at the Packers. Panthers catching 13.5. If I get a 14, I will bet the Panthers. I don't think that line says the Panthers are a junk team. And I don't think the Panthers are great. They're probably not as good as their record says they are. Like 4-4 is but they're not a trash can. That's like a line that the Saints or the Titans should be getting.
Which Green Bay's going to show up? Which Green Bay offense will be there? If it's the team that I've seen beat a couple of really good teams handily, that's an easy number to cover. I think because their performance was so strong last week, I tend to bet the negative for this week. They're going to win. It just ain't going to be that much.
Do you know how many games they've won by 14 points this year? One. First week of the season. That's their only one. Even last week against the Steelers, 10. They beat the Cardinals by 4 the week before. They tied the Cowboys. Like they're not blowing teams out of the water.
Their competition, they do.
And the Panthers are feisty, man.
But that team got pantsed by the Falcons. So which team is going to show up for them?
That's been a while now. It's been a while. Since then, I mean,
but they discovered Rico Dowdle. They've discovered a running game, and that has helped. But I don't think they have a chance of winning. They might cover.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not looking for them to win. I don't think that. But 14. If I can get a 14, that's a wild number. Chargers laying 9.5 on the road. Man, if you've been betting the Chargers as favorites, you're poor. But
on the road.
But here they are playing the Tennessee Titans. And if we keeping it buck, the Titans are ass. They are just really, really awful. I can't find a reason to back the Titans almost at any number.
No, there is none.
They just feel like a corpse team, and that's
even if they believed. There's nothing there to play with.
Yeah, they just don't have much. Chargers starting to get a little healthier, and last week found some running game, some unexpected running game against Minnesota. I think that Chargers are probably a little too much. If Vidal can have another 100-yard game here, which there's no reason to think he can't against the Tennessee front, this could end up being a blowout.
They're going to get a lot of possessions. Tennessee can't move the ball, so they're going to get a lot of chance to score in a lot of different ways.
Will the real Atlanta Falcons please stand up?
I think we know who they are, and they have been. They stood up last week. That's them.
I mean, right before that, they beat the Bills.
I know, but they are them. That's them. They are front runners, and if things go bad, they fold up the stakes. They just quit.
Now, mind you, this is an important thing. I want to bet the Falcons this week. I will only bet the Falcons if Penix plays. Kirk Cousins showed me last week.
Terrible.
He is a trash can.
But there's so much more problems there because they should be better. And when teams look like that, I run from them. Why aren't you better more regularly? Because it ain't just Jimmys and Joes. There's other things that are endemic, and Atlanta is the poster child for just ineptitude.
Yeah.
I don't trust him at all. And I trust him less today than I did when the season began.
And I think the more we get through this Patriots season, and I do believe Drake May is really good. I really think he's fantastic.
He'll be in the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah. Almost certainly.
Yeah.
But outside of the Buffalo win that they won by 3 points, solid win. Don't get me wrong. These are their wins. Dolphins, Panthers, Saints, Titans, Browns. Let's not go crowning the Patriots as the real deal.
I don't think anybody sees that, but they're beating the teams they're supposed to beat. I mean, they are.
They also lost to the Raiders.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're growing. They're not a done deal, but they certainly. You beat the teams like that, home and away.
Yeah,
it shows that you're on the right direction, and Vrabel's building a team. I mean,
49ers and the Giants.
Take the Giants on this one, man.
You like that?
I just think
they're catching 2.5 at home. I worry. I think Scadaboo getting hurt took their soul.
Well, I do think the soul. He was a kind of heart and soul guy, but the leader of this team is Jackson Dart. I mean, this is their team, and Scadaboo was an interesting sidebar. But the real problem, the real issue here is now can this young quarterback find another weapon now because he's lost 2. Now he's going to have to find some offense. But on the other side of the coin, you're playing a JV team. You're playing. This ain't nothing but backups and wannabes.
Christian McCaffrey's still there.
Well, that's it.
And he got held down last week. I don't expect him to get held down again.
Well, the one thing that I do know that New York still has is a pretty good front seven.
Yeah.
That's one thing they've got, and a quarterback with a little bit of flash and dash. I think this is an upset. I like the Giants this weekend.
Colts are at the Steelers. Steelers catching 3.5 at home.
Colts are going to roll. How many yards? The real look at is what's Taylor's DFS number? Because I think Taylor. I'm not going to put Danny Dimes in a situation to lose this game. You know what I mean? I'm going to protect him at all costs. He's only going to throw a ball after a play action. He's only going to throw a ball when he's moving, wherever, the things that he's comfortable with, and beat a Pittsburgh Steelers team who is starting to realize they ain't as good as they thought they were.
First of all, to me, the best play on this game is over because I don't think that the Colts, like everybody's talking about the Colts being like a top-tier team. I don't know about that. Who do you think is better, the Colts or the Packers?
On any given day, the Packers are a better team. Yeah.
This was the same line the Packers were laying in Pittsburgh. So they're saying the Packers and the Colts are equal. I can't get there yet with these Colts.
Well, they win different. They win different, though.
But the Colts, they're in this 4-game win streak, Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers, Titans, and we're just assuming it's all real.
I'm in. I believe that not only are they good, they have momentum right now, and they have a running game. And it's hard to beat a team that can run the ball home and away. And everything else kind of follows into place. They limit possessions. They hold the ball a long time. They don't let Dimes make a mistake, and they play good between the 20s. When they beat the Cardinals the other day, when they were on the road, was it the Cardinals? We had the now you're talking kind of game. I now rely on the fact that what they do is repeatable. And I saw Pittsburgh. We're reaching that point where now we know that Pittsburgh has no defense. They can't stop the run.
But you know what? Every time you think Pittsburgh's dead, that's when they are hard to game. They are hard to snuff out.
I just don't think they're as good as they think they are. And when Pittsburgh can't play defense, that's when Pittsburgh falls apart.
The Jags are at the Raiders. Jags laying 2.5 on the road. Raiders finally healthy. Brock Bowers is back. And expectation is crossed.
Max is a happy man.
Yeah. I kind of like the Raiders here.
Do you really?
I think I do. I like an under. I think this is a ugly, grimy type game. But yeah, I think the Raiders I think the Raiders really needed a bye.
What if Jacksonville loses to the Raiders, whether they're coming off a bye or not? Boy, that's a walk into the locker room and look in the mirror kind of thing. Because just a month ago we were like, "Here you are, you did it. You went to San Francisco and you won a good game. You're running the football. Trevor's not doing anything dumb. The defense is solid. What happened? They went to Europe.
We're starting to see now, mind you, their last two losses, Seahawks and Rams. There's no shame in either of those.
Yeah, but it's how they lost. I never thought they were in either one of those games.
But they got pantsed by the Rams, just pantsed. But this team did beat the Chiefs.
I agree. But where is that team? They went to Europe and did they leave their stuff there? I mean, they're gonna have to do something awfully impressive tomorrow or Sunday.
Rams hosting the Saints. Rams -14. Tyler Shuck playing quarterback for the Saints.
Can get 50.
I think so too. The Rams offense coming off a bye should be finally healthy. Kyron Williams, full participant. Puka Nacua, full participant.
They could get 50.
I think they are going to blow the doors off this Saints team. Game of the day of the week. Kansas City Chiefs are at the Buffalo Bills. Chiefs favored by 2.5 in Buffalo. The Bills 4-1 regular season against Kansas City since 2020. 0-4 in the playoffs.
And last I checked, it's October. It'll be November. That's regular season, right?
That's a regular season game happening this week. And it's in Buffalo where, the Bills have lost like 2-3 games in the last 4 years. They've already lost one this year. I know everyone's really excited about what they're seeing with Kansas City right now. And it's deserved. But
Buffalo got linebacker back. What's his name?
Milano.
That matters. That matters right there.
It does. They do lose Ed Oliver though too.
Yeah, but Oliver's the guy. Linebacker's the one that's going to catch tight end coming out of the backfield that stops that interior run. Ed Oliver's will hurt, but getting your linebacker back, I think, is the most important thing that's happened over the last month for this defense.
And everyone's going gaga over the Chiefs right now and the defense. But I got news. The defense the last 2 weeks, you played Geno Smith and Marcus Mariota. Yeah, you're going to look pretty good. This is Josh Allen.
I think that Kansas City's going to win this game. And it's not because I don't think Buffalo's good and they won't see each other in the AFC Championship game. I think Kansas City's playing some really good football right now.
They are.
And I think that this is just good football right now. I still don't think Buffalo is what they're going to be. They're just now starting to get a little bit healthy. I love the way that Cook has kind of started to run the ball over the last couple of weeks, so I think that's helped. I don't think losing to Kansas City at home is going to be as bad as it's going to feel, but I do think Kansas City's kind of playing pretty good right now.
Something you should consider on this game, if you think that, because right now these are the two favorites to win the MVP. Patrick Mahomes plus 125, Josh Allen plus 350. If you think you know who wins this game, it's probably a good time to bet on that person to bet the MVP, because at the end of the year when they say, oh, man, who's it going to be, which one of these guys, they're going to look at that head-to-head, and that's going to matter a lot.
It will. And, the sad thing is I still think that Allen will eventually win the MVP, and I don't think he's going to win this game. I won't hold Buffalo at anything less than you're still not all the way there yet. And Kansas City just kind of has found the rhythm over the last couple of weeks. That's about it.
Well, Buffalo looked like a different team last week. Run
the ball.
Coming off the bye, they looked phenomenal.
So
now, mind you, it's the Panthers, and I said, I don't think the Panthers are great, but I just anytime I'm getting Buffalo in the regular season as a dog.
True at home.
I'm going to take my chances, man. I'm going to take my chances. All right, we'll talk Sunday Night Football, and we'll get into the college slate on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Arizona Cardinals for Monday Night Football. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The Halloween parties at the Rue Pub have become legendary. Plan now for the biggest and best Halloween party in San Antonio, Friday, October 31st. Kick off the party weekend at the 12th annual Halloween party with DJs inside the Rue Pub and Angry Elephant at 281 in Redland Road. No cover charge and a $1,000 costume contest at midnight. This is the Halloween party you don't want to miss. Friday, October 31st, the Halloween party of the year. We'll see you at the Rue and wear a costume.
Progressive knows owning a home can be hard, but not always. Like when you're relaxing on your patio, enjoying a nice, quiet evening. So quiet. Except for the sound of the neighbor's party. Which you said you'd go to if you weren't busy. And your quiet night on the patio, that's not exactly busy, is it? Maybe you should just stay inside. At least Progressive's Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare rates, so shopping for insurance is the easiest part of owning a home. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer because you can do the research and you can go out and win. And it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love. And you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup. And you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Basketball season is back. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties. Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action where you can make your picks and win money right now in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. I love playing on Underdog, where all you have to do is pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals. A guy like Wemby, blocks. Get your picks right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
All right, happy Halloween. Good morning, everybody. Ooh. Ooh.
The Candyman.
The ghouls will be out tonight. Be careful out there on them streets. It's an amateur hour night. Especially on a Friday. Halloween, you know there's going to be drunks around, so
Yeah, be careful.
don't drink and drive, everybody. I'm not a cop, even though I play one on the radio. I look like one.
Yeah.
I almost went as a cop with his body cam off for Halloween.
You should have. That'd be cool.
Tell you what, the Root Pub tonight, they throw a party.
Yeah.
If you want to go, if you're looking for one.
Be a good time.
Not
my
for me.
neighborhood has like a big party.
Really?
Yeah.
Go meet the neighbors.
That's what my wife wants to do. I'm like, all right. Sunday. Well, by the way, we'll talk to Coach Schottenheimer in the next segment. Probably not in the best mood he's ever been in, but
Well, he's got a quarterback demanding a trade.
like
not to be traded out, but looking for a trade to help the team.
Yeah.
And Dak saying, yeah, it would help. Heck, anything would help.
Seahawks Commanders in Washington, where the Seahawks have surprisingly been a better road team than home team in recent years. Like, remember Seattle had like the greatest home field advantage? And I know that's just kind of like assumed knowledge that, oh, Seattle, and it's always going to be a tough travel to Seattle, but Seattle plays really well on the road the last couple of years. They're 3-0 on the road this year, heading across the country to D.C. Seahawks 2.5-point road favorites here.
They should be.
You think
I
so?
I think they cover this. Yeah, they're better. They're a better football.
I think so too, and I also think just with the
injuries and everything else,
the Commanders are beat up, man. On the defensive line, they're beat up, and even if they get Jaden Daniels back, quite frankly, you know who I trust more between the two quarterbacks right now? Sam Darnold. I know that sounds crazy, but I just
not anymore.
He looks better.
We've had a year and a half of this. Yes, he's a good quarterback.
He just looks better. So I'm leaning the Seahawks in that one. All right, let's look at some college football here. We'll look at some now, and then we'll dig into the rest of it a little bit in the 9 o'clock hour after we talk to Shoddy. But go over some of the big games here. Texas and Vanderbilt. Texas is now up to a 3.5-point favorite. Totals 47.5. I think the more I've dug into the film on this game, Vanderbilt is going to have a hard time moving the ball. Now, Texas, who knows? First of all, who knows who's playing for Texas? I don't know if Arch is playing or not. The assumption is that he will. He's going to play. Based on practice and things like that, I would assume he'll play. I think this is going to be a grind game, and it might be first one to like 20 wins this thing. But the kind of offense that Vanderbilt runs, like all the design runs that they have for Pavia, it's not going to work against Texas. So it's going to have Vanderbilt's going to have somebody else beat them.
Well, we say that every time Pavia goes against a really good team. He did that against Bama.
Bama's defense is not Texas's defense. Not even close.
Well, that Bama defense is pretty damn good.
Yeah. I think this is just. I'll say this is a low-scoring game. Is where I'm gonna plant my flag on it.
Well, I'm not going to fight that, but I do think every time I see Pavia and Vanderbilt, I go, "There's no way athletically that they can do what they want to do," and they end up doing it. There's something about Pavia's that extra, whatever that extra Pavia stuff is, seems to overcome the athleticism part of it. There's just more want to it. I'm not saying that he will have success, but every time Vandy's gone against a fast, strong defense, they lost, and it wasn't because of Pavia.
I do not like betting against Diego, especially as a dog, because he's a cover machine. I'm going to play Vanderbilt's team total under. It's 21.5. I don't think they're going to score over 3 touchdowns in this game.
It'll be a funny game starting so early. If Texas gets down early, I wonder about it. I don't think it'll happen. I think
Texas isn't built to come back from anything.
Yeah, so that's the one worry about this game. They should roll this team. I just think Texas is more their record than what their optics show. I think they're closer to their record than their optics, and I'm one of those few that sees that.
Well, Texas is. I mean, this is a playoff game for them.
Oh, every game from here on, that's a playoff game.
Yeah, so Texas and Vanderbilt, believe it or not, Vanderbilt has wiggle room. They could lose this game, and if they win out, they'll still make the playoff, I think.
Yeah, but if they lose this game, that tells me they're going to lose another one.
Remaining schedule after this, Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
Tennessee.
It may, I mean, it's a rivalry game, though.
No, I'm just saying that what will beat them is repeatable to beat them again. And it'll be because of just sheer size and speed. That's the one thing that Vandy they just got outclassed sometimes.
All right. We'll get into more of the college games on the other side. Vic wants me to take a break to make sure we don't have Coach Shoddy waiting around on us. I get it. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, we have an 18-wheeler accident blocking 2 right lanes. This is going to be on the frontage road on I-10 eastbound at De Zavala right there. So be careful right there. Plus, we have another accident, Highway 87 westbound between Foster Road and 410. So be careful there as well. Another accident blocking the left lane, Loop 1604 westbound at O'Connor. This is a 25-minute delay. Stop and go traffic now back from I-35, so be careful out there, okay? I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportsstar.com now and register to win. sasportsstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
It's Breeders' Cup Weekend at Retama Park, Friday, October 31st and Saturday, November 1st. Admission is free on Friday and just $5 on Saturday, with gates opening on Friday at 10:30 a.m. and on Saturday at 10 a.m. Enjoy open concessions, great food, and non-stop racing excitement. Reserve your seat now for Saturday. That's Breeders' Cup Weekend, October 31st and November 1st at Retama Park off 35 South in Selma. Victory starts here at Retama Park Racetrack. Must be 21 or older to wager.
Joel, don't you just love Halloween?
It's okay, but I do like your troll costume.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Folks, if your home's AC starts making those witching sounds or the pipes in your wall start moaning and clanging like ghosts having a party, call Quarter Moon at 651-5899 and we'll send our team of highly trained
Ghostbusters!
I was gonna say technicians.
I ain't afraid of no clogs.
Quarter Moon Plumbing and AC, 651-5899. License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-885-3100. 800-885-3100. 800-885-3100.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Woo!
Tricks or treats? Lots of candy on The Blitz. Was it treats last night with all the action in San Antonio? Spurs Heat plus UTSA.
And we got a lot coming up. We're going to preview the Longhorns. Can they get it done against Vandy?
And it's going to be a great NFL Sunday that doesn't include the Cowboys.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Hey, happy Halloween. Good morning, everybody. Morning Huddle. 94.1 San Antonio's rock star. Oh, come on. Sing it, Bobcat. Nobody touches us at all. Sit down, shootouts. Claymore says that Texas is going to win and we're going to move the goalposts again after they beat Vandy. Well, Texas is favored. Like, it's not goalpost moving. They're supposed to win this game.
Yeah, they better win it.
The goalpost has been moved. John says, AJ being a Texas and Spurs hater. How am I being a hater? Y'all wanted to all give Arch a trophy. Robert says, AJ's not being a hater on Texas. Y'all wanted to hand Arch the Heisman and he's garbage juice. And Claymore says it wasn't Texas fans. That was national media. Oh, okay. Texas fans didn't tell you how great Arch was. Got it. Yeah, no Texas fans thought Arch Manning was the second coming. Not one of you. Stop it. All you heard, Arch, Quinn can't run. We need somebody who can run. Arch's legs are what's going to win us a title. Arch's legs. But meanwhile, you just totally forgot that the quarterback's job's to throw, and Arch Manning can't throw worth a damn. Guy stinks. Although he did have his best game. Granted, it was against Mississippi State, who is that's
a damn near loss.
I know. Poverty program. You had to come back and win against Mississippi State. Disgusting. Kentucky before that.
They are better than their record. They're not as good as their record, but you have to respect the record. They're going to beat Vanderbilt, and they're going to be closer than a lot of teams think, and they're not going to look good doing it.
Yeah.
They're not going to look good doing it, but they're going to beat some teams. And Texas fan will never be happy with that.
And Claymore, no. In this case, Claymore, you're the one being defensive because he says just because you didn't say so doesn't mean it wasn't said. Don't pretend like you didn't believe in Arch Manning, too. Because you're saying, oh, that was the media that did it. You're lying if you say you didn't believe, Claymore. You believed. You believed. And you were wrong. And Frank says he stinks. LOL. Okay. Here's a good way to know what. Now, remember, Arch was the preseason favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. Preseason favorite.
And they came in the season as number 1.
Yep.
Right?
If I were to go to DraftKings right now and try to make a wager on Arch Manning to win the Heisman, you can't do it. You know why? Because he's not listed on the odds. There's zero chance. 0.0. So, yeah, compared to his expectations, stinks. Absolutely stinks. There's no defending that, Arch. me a break. Guy was, he's a savior. If his name was if his name was Arch Brown, nobody would have thought anything of this dude.
Nope.
Well,
or Arch Thompson.
Manning, oh,
Arch Thompson.
Peyton 2.0. Please. Give me a break. Coach Schottenheimer will join us this segment. Am I getting the thumbs up?
Yeah.
Hey now, let's go to the Buyers Barricade guest line. Brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds, is the head coach of the Fighting Dallas Cowboys. It's Brian Schottenheimer. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Halloween. And I got to say, it was a weird transition for me to come on to the show and hear a bunch of moaning. And then I heard moaning and Manning and all these things. It was really kind of weird. Edwin didn't prepare me for that.
Moaning? Coach, tell him. Can you tell the audience you've got no interest in drafting Arch Manning in the upcoming draft?
Well, why would you guys ask me that when you know I'm not going to answer that question? I'm a big fan of the Manning family. And, again, I haven't watched a young man play enough. And, again, I think if you're a betting man, you would bet that he's going to end up turning out to be a good football player. But my bigger question to you guys is, which one of you guys is going tonight for Halloween as Taylor Swift? Because I know you guys are fans.
Yes, my wife and I have a couple's costume.
Only one of us is a fan.
Yeah, only one of us. It's only I. But we have a couple's costume where she is Taylor Swift and I'm Rob Zombie. That's the plan.
Nice. I'll have to see some photos of that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh yeah. Well, what's the Halloween candy of choice around the Schottenheimer house? What do you tax your children on?
So I'm a big Dots fan. You guys ever had Dots
What?
before, the yellow box? Oh yeah.
That's
Kinda
a
boring,
crazy
but,
take, Coach.
Yeah, I know
Dots?
you were probably thinking like Snickers or things. Yeah, I'm a Dots fan, man. Twizzlers too. I like Twizzlers as well. But I'll be honest with you, like my wife, she goes all out for everything. Like, I mean, we have more freaking pumpkins in front of our house and hay and stuff like that. And again, I just I normally go to bed pretty early on Halloween.
Now, do you have people ringing your doorbell all hours? How's it work at the Schottenheimer house? You got a busy weekend ahead of you.
Yeah. There's people that ring the doorbell, and she's always great about going. And she over gives candy. I mean, because she doesn't want it in the house because she knows we both have no willpower. And if it's sitting around, guess what? We're gonna get the late night munchies.
Now, are you a full size candy bar guy? That's kind of. I mean, you're the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Kids show up at your house and they don't get full size bars. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, coach is a little.
Hey, I never thought about that. I'm gonna have to shoot her a text after we get off this call. Hey, get the full size candy bars. Get the full size.
Hey, coach.
Hey, that's great advice.
Here's what I do at my house. I put out a bucket and and I have a sign. It says full size candy bars. Please take one. And then I put out an empty bucket. So all the kids think some a-hole came and stole all the big candy bars, and then I'm a good guy. He tried to give out the full size. He tried. It's just kids are greedy, man. Kids are greedy.
Yeah, well, here's the real question: what time do you guys turn your lights off? Because I know that's what they say. Like, you turn the lights off, it means don't approach the house. But that never kept me from going up to houses when I was young, man. I was hunting candy back in the day. So you guys turn the lights off early to signal to kids like, hey, don't stop coming by.
I'm 10 o'clock, turn the lights out. 10 o'clock, I turn the lights. That's it. I don't want you knocking on my door past 10 o'clock because it's just going to piss off my dogs, and that's what I don't want.
There you go.
Or I'll just sit my German Shepherd out on the front porch, and that'll keep
that would do it.
That'll keep them away. Keep them away from the door.
Hey, that would do it for sure.
All right, Coach. Now we got to get to the hard stuff. You guys took a little belt to ass this last weekend, and for the first time, the offense didn't look like the offense that we've seen. Now, I know a lot of that is who was on the other side of things. What if anything, did you like about the offense, and what didn't work that you thought might?
Well, again, I think we did. It was definitely belt to ass, and definitely was not to our standard. We own that. We accept that, and again, we're not going to allow that to become the standard ever. I think where we kind of struggled was we struggled up front a little bit. Again, it's a good front, but again, we certainly can play and get after anybody in the league. And again, I think it started early in the game. We hit the explosive, we get down there, and we're down on the 1 yard line, and we have a penalty that knocks us back. And I would say there was too many self-inflicted wounds that put us into bad down and distances and never let us really get into a rhythm. And certainly we've gone 4 straight games without a turnover. We go into this game and we turn it over not once but twice. And but look, at the end of the day, you do see our explosiveness. You see our ability to hit, big plays and all that stuff. But the consistency was certainly not there. And again, I think it starts with just us up front. We go as our offensive line and our front takes us. And it was one of those games that, again, give Denver some credit. They got after us pretty good. And I know that group up front, the offensive linemen, the tight ends, and those guys are excited to get back out there on Monday night to compete and show who we really are.
A lot of talk about aggression, kind of second and long calls, maybe a little bit conservative. All of that. Was it just a problem with your quarterback? It was his first bad game of the year, and it just felt like from that get-go, nothing ever fit into. And when you're dealing with a quarterback that's having a rough day, what's the coach's manual say the fix? Is it let him do something more comfortable? What do you do to get a quarterback, or any player for that matter, kind of back to where they need to be in the middle of a game?
Well, I think it starts with conversations and communication. Hey, what are you seeing out there? What are you feeling out there? Dak's so easy to talk to. Again, Dak wasn't the only one that didn't have a good day. I didn't have a good day. I think, there was, I asked the guys, after the game, I said, raise your hand if you played well today. And not a single hand went up. That shows you're dealing with the right type of guys. And, but really when you're talking to a player, whether it's a quarterback, a receiver, a DB, whoever it is, it starts with communication. Hey, what are you seeing? And then you always try to do things that they're comfortable with, right? There's certain plays that they like. There's certain coverages that they like. There's certain, blitzes that they like. And so you try to feature things that they have confidence in. And sometimes it's not just the player. It's just, hey, this is one of our best routes. Let's call this route concept, or let's go to this blitz package or this coverage, because it kind of settles them in, if that makes sense. They hear those words and they're like, oh, okay, I like this call, or ooh, I feel really good about this one. And confidence is such a huge part of this game. And I think that's where, we need to take the next step and become way more consistent.
I read a quote from Dak, and he was talking about Jadeveon Clowney, and it seems like Jadeveon Clowney may have already taken kind of a leadership role on this team. But Jadeveon saying we've got too much talent in this locker room to be playing up and down the way we are. Is that kind of the feel across the locker room? Like, you look at all the names on the nameplates in that locker room, and it feels like this team should be performing a lot better than they are. Is your team still, like, are they 100% in this thing, or is it feel like, man, this thing's starting to get away from us a little bit?
No, absolutely not. I think this is the right type of character in the locker room first, the right type of brotherhood in the locker room. Again, there's certainly talent in there, but talent doesn't win games. It's called execution, and 100% we are talented enough to go do the things that we want to do and to achieve our goals. But if we don't do a better job from a coaching standpoint of getting our players in position to do things that they do well, one, and then the players going out there and executing the plays too, then it's going to continue to be frustration and inconsistency, and nobody wants that. And so the thing we got to get back to doing is continuing to throw really good practices and having hard conversations. And again, I know everybody wants to talk about changes and things like that, and there's certainly going to be changes. And again, that's a good thing. And hey, what I want to point out to you guys, which you guys know, you guys understand, you've been doing this a long time, you make changes when you're playing well too. It's not just when you're playing poorly. Like, you're always looking to change and adjust, and that's the process that we're in right now. And again, the focus is solely on Arizona.
You talk about changes and adjustments coming into a bye week. Certainly got some time to put those kind of things in. I heard you talk this week about the competition at different positions. Do you see a change in starters over the next 10 days? Is there a possibility of 2 or 3 dudes maybe not getting the number of reps that they've become accustomed to by performance from this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can see that in a couple of different areas. I think you also could see based on who the inactives are. Guys. Again, we love them all and we believe in them all. But again, this is a production business. We all know that. We all get that. And so, absolutely. Again, it might be playtime. Guys might play a little bit less. Some guys have earned a chance to play a little bit more. But there certainly will be what I will refer to as changes.
You guys playing Monday night. Kyler Murray has been out for a little while for Arizona. They've actually gotten some pretty decent quarterback play without him. the assumption is that Kyler is going to be back for this game, but then they're also the Cardinals were also trying out quarterbacks yesterday, which is kind of an odd dichotomy. Are you prepping for a fully healthy Kyler Murray, or do you consider the fact that he might not be the guy out there? Because obviously Kyler presents a different style than anybody else on that roster would.
Yeah, well, I'll say this again. I am the biggest Jacoby Brissett fan in the world. Had Jacoby in Indianapolis. He was our quarterback when we lost Andrew Luck for the year. And you talk about a competitor, a talented, big arm guy, and you can see why he's played well. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. But you have to prepare for Kyler. Because like you referenced, if you don't prepare for Kyler, his play style is so different that it can catch you by surprise. So our expectation is we'll see Kyler Murray out there. He's coming back home to Dallas, where he's obviously had a ton of success. And if it's not Kyler, we'll be ready to adjust. But our thought is that we'll be facing Arizona and Kyler Murray.
He's never lost in that stadium or in the state of Texas, other than as Aggie quarterback. The only reason he ever lost was because A&M's
only
offense.
When you needed him
only
to
when
win.
he was on our side. When you do face a quarterback like that does have this unique set of skills. How much do you have to vary your week of prep, knowing that this guy could turn the corner and go? And you know as much as anybody else, mobile quarterbacks have been kind of an issue.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, I will say this: he certainly presents a number of issues because you need great rush lane discipline. But I do know this as well. There's times when a defensive lineman that runs, 4.6, 4.7, he's got contained, and then all of a sudden he's like, nope, he's faster than me, and he gets out and around. And the good thing for us is, again, Joe Milton's done a great job really as the week's gotten started. I'm not saying don't tell Joe this. He's not listening, I'm sure. But Kyler's really fast. They have their strides are very different. But Joe does give us a great look out there, man. And he's out there running around and stressing the defensive edges and things like that. And I think that's really important that the defense gets a feel or at least a look of an athletic quarterback that can move around and make plays.
Cardinals are 2-5, and you might think on paper, oh, well, this is a bad team. But, with a sketch, they played the 49ers, Seahawks, Colts, Packers. They haven't lost a game yet by more than 4 points. Like, they are competitive in every game and coming off a bye, presumably the healthiest they've been in a while. I mean, how important is it for your guys to treat the Cardinals like this is a serious football team?
Well, first of all, we never overlook anybody, man. I mean, this is the National Football League. You've hit all the stats. I don't need to hit the stats with our guys. Records are deceiving in this business, and for the young players that might not know that, our vets do a great job of sharing that. But I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, you look at who they played. You look at the score of the games. They could very easily be 5-2, not 2-5, and again, very talented roster. They went out, they spent a lot of money on defense to shore some things up there, bringing in Calais Campbell and Josh Sweat. Budda Baker's one of the best safeties in the league. They've got weapons for Kyler. And then again, at the end of the day, Jonathan Gannon's a heck of a football coach, and you see his identity on that football team going into this third year, and they play hard, man, and they've got a confident swagger about the way they play the game of football.
Coach, I know you have to say, like, we take every team seriously and every team in the NFL is a real team, but you did play the Jets. You're past that, so you don't have to pretend like that every team is a real NFL team. I mean, it's okay.
Hey, the Jets just beat the Cincinnati Bengals in a shootout I saw. I was
man.
Out in Denver, but I mean,
that's a claim to fame there, Coach.
They won their game.
Hang a banner.
Hey, right now, do you have somebody taking care of Marquise Bell, like wrapping him in bubble wrap as your only safety that's around there? How do you cover for an entire room that's
Can Joe
up?
Milton play safety?
Yeah,
maybe?
can he play safety as well?
Well, it's funny. Marquise is sitting right here on my couch. Just I'm making sure he doesn't move out of my sight, and I want to make sure. Yeah, he's gonna have to spend the night. It's gonna be a great Halloween for Keith. Come spend the night at Shottie's house. Maybe I'll have Marquise give out the full size candy bars tonight.
That's a good idea.
At the house, since I got to keep eyes on him. But look, hey, we're definitely thin at that position, and again, we got beat up a little bit in Denver, but we've got some young guys. We've got some solutions, but I will say this: Marquise has done a nice job these last couple games, and that's what you need, man. You need guys to step up, and these guys should be excited when given opportunities. And but what we have to do is we have to really do a great job of just playing great team defense. That's what it's going to come down to. All 11 guys executing, all 11 guys running the football.
Coach, you got a quarterback who seems to think you guys could use some help at the trade deadline, and I'm sure, I know you've got to play kind of both sides here, but would you love to see Jerry bring in some help at the trade deadline?
I mean, we're always open for business, and we're always competing every day to add competition to this roster. And if it happens, it happens, and that'd be great. And if it doesn't, and even if it does happen, it doesn't mean we don't love and trust the guys that we have on this football team. I think we've shown that you're going to need everybody, and we believe that. But if your mantra is compete every day, which it is, then hopefully we're competing as we get closer to the trade deadline, and we've got a few days left. But again, those conversations have been ongoing, and they'll heat up, I'm sure, here as the weekend approaches.
Coming home certainly cures what ails you, and this offense is explosive at home, and there's a lot of easy answers to why you play better at home. But what is it about this track and this offense that just clicks better with the sun coming in their face in the third quarter? What exactly is about it at home? Which we could talk about curtains later. But seriously, and it's always an easy answer. You sleep at home and you know what you're doing. But this offense under Dak just does better at home. Why?
Well, again, if I had that answer, I would certainly probably give it to you because it's not an easy answer.
Right.
But I do think at the end of the day, I mean, there's just it's a fast track. Our guys are very comfortable there. I think it's, something about walking into the locker room and things like that. But the point of what you're saying is true. But to win in this league at the levels that we expect to win at, you have to learn to play well no matter where you play because every couple of years the Super Bowl's in Dallas. But for the most part, if you want to achieve the goals of winning a world championship, you got to be able to go on the road and play well in other stadiums. And that's a big part of our maturing and growing as a football team.
And can we talk one more time about the curtains? Can we put some curtains up?
It's Monday Night Football. They don't need them this week.
But again, last home game, and it's going to happen one more time. I think you're going to have to deal with it. Have you ever had a conversation with Jerry or Mrs. Jerry about the curtains on the windows?
The pictures are great. Like Deron Bland had the interception the other day for the against Washington. You can see Flus is watching him run down the field, and he's shielding his eyes from the sun. But at the end of the day, I do laugh, and we of course we do. We talk about it because we have a plan for it. But my word that I use, guys, is very majestic. It is majestic. Very majestic photos.
They are.
And that's what's important.
Yeah, refrigerator worthy.
It is a Monday night game. How's the week of prep change? Is just everything just pushed back a day and then business as usual? What do you guys do any differently?
No, great question. So yeah, we did Wednesday was normal, so that's the first, second down day. Thursday, yesterday, was the third down day. Today we're going to do a little bit of a review of first, second, and third down. So this is kind of our bonus day. It'll be a bunch of walkthrough reps and things like that, getting some of the mental reps in and the communication cleaned up and stuff like that. And then tomorrow will be a normal Friday for us where we kind of put the finishing tabs on the week. And then Saturday will be our last dress rehearsal before teeing it up on Monday night.
Do you guys, will you get to watch some football on Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love watching football every chance I get, and we'll definitely get away from here a little bit. And your mind's never too far away from the game, but it is fun to kind of watch some of your friends and colleagues compete. And it's funny, you do pick things up watching people play about whether it's a play or a scheme or game management situations that pop up all the time.
Now, can you even watch a football game for fun?
Oh, absolutely. Now I do watch it different. Like my wife is always like, "Well, how'd you see that?" I was like, "Well, I watch it different than you." Like most fans just kind of watch where the ball goes, and but absolutely, it kind of relaxes me. As crazy as that sounds, it relaxes me to watch other people play, and part of it is because you really, even though you have friends on other teams, you're like you really don't care who wins and loses. You're actually cheering for people, cheering against people in your division or that you have to play later in the year.
Coach, every time you guys have had a loss, you came back with a win. So hopefully that gets done here. Hopefully you got what are the plans for the bye? I know you'd rather spend 2 weeks, in a good mood than a bad mood. What are the plans for Coach Schottenheimer on the bye?
Well, again, definitely, we've got to find a way to get this victory because you just said it, the best way to have the good bye is to go into the bye with a win. I think that's what the focus is, and we'll find a little bit of time, a couple pockets to get a little bit of R&R, and again, reconnect with the family a little bit, reconnect with some of these guys on this team. And it's a time for me to check in with some of the guys that have been injured and just check in on how they're doing and stuff like that. But we'll find time for a little bit of R&R, but we definitely will enjoy it more after a win against Arizona.
Well, Coach, I'm just going to assume that up there in Denver, the Devil's Lettuce got a hold of you guys, and it made for a rough week. And you guys will be, now that you're back in the great state of Texas where it's illegal, you guys will be straight, and everybody's going to play right this week. So best of luck this week. Happy Halloween, and good luck to you on Monday night, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great Halloween.
All right, there we go. Yeah, Coach likes dots. Who would have thought that?
That's big in Dallas. Those guys.
That is a crazy candy take. He likes the dots. Coach Schottenheimer, as always, brought to you by AA Best.
Stuck in your
bail bonds, and all our guests appear on the Buyers Barricade guest line, providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. All right, 1 hour to go. We got more college games to dig into. Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
We've reached that time of year, boys and girls. The NBA is upon us, and there's no better way to get in on the action than with Underdog. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, they are back. And playing on Underdog is so easy. You just pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, blocks. You get your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. I'm going to be looking at the Spurs early on, and I'm going with Victor Wembanyama, big man himself. Let's go higher on his blocks. I think it's a great way to start things off. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO. That's ALAMO, and you'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play for just $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I walked in front of the Zoom cam.
Your kids were in class?
I was in my underwear.
Oh, jeez.
And I walked across the back of the screen, and my wife had a panic attack.
There have been videos of moms naked walking behind the kids. And the teachers are like, hello, Mrs. Smith.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you've been injured in an accident, you know there's no shortage of attorneys who want your business. But when it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years. We've successfully represented thousands of injured Texans, earning over 12,000 five-star reviews on Google. So, who is the right attorney for you? Just look at the numbers. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, we have an 18-wheeler accident blocking 2 right lanes. This is going to be on the frontage road on I-10 eastbound at De Zavala right there. So be careful right there. Plus, we have another accident, Highway 87 westbound between Foster Road and 410. So be careful there as well. Another accident blocking the left lane, Loop 1604 westbound at O'Connor. This is a 25-minute delay. Stop and go traffic now back from I-35, so be careful out there, okay? I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the first of what will be many more firsts, the San Antonio Spurs have stretched their opening run to 5-0, beating the Miami Heat 107-101 behind Wemby's 26-18-6-5. The Spurs head to Phoenix to take on the Suns on Sunday at 7 p.m. UTSA Roadrunners jumped out early, taking advantage of 2 early turnovers and boat racing Tulane 48-26. Owen McCown had him a day, 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. In Thursday night football, the Ravens look reborn with their quarterback healthy, 28-6 the final score. Lamar Jackson came back 18 of 23, 204 yards, and accounted for 4 touchdowns. The San Antonio Sports Star High School Football Game of the Week features Reagan versus Clark. You can catch the game live right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star tonight, starting at 7 with the pregame. Kickoff set for 7:30. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning. Happy Halloween. The Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Brian Schottenheimer just joined us here, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. This was it's been so weird, these Cowboys. Every time they get their ass kicked, they come back with a great performance. Every time they play great the week before, they come back and get their ass kicked. I don't know. It's hard to make heads or tails of when they're going to show up. But certainly the offense has shown up consistently at home. You mentioned it, Rob. They're averaging over 41 points per game at home this year.
It's inexplicable. It's not just waking up on your, and going through your normal routine. They're times X better on offense. And and Shotty brought it up, but he didn't give the answer. The answer to getting better is doing this other places than home. but there's got to be a reason other than they slept comfortably the night before. And I know there's some confidence level to it, and I know there's some timing to the schedule, but when a team is this good at home, or at least offensively this effective, and when they set foot on the road like in Denver, and you could blame altitude, you could blame outside, I don't know what it is, but it's that far off. That's one of those things that you address as a coach that takes a bad team or an average team to a good team, because you said it to them. It's obvious you guys have the dudes. I mean, you got the guys. The talent is there. Looking in the mirror so far isn't enough, or at least it is every other week. Something's got to change. They're going to have to shake this snow globe. They're up and down, and maybe some of its injuries getting back, maybe. But I get the sense this bye week, and all I hear Shoddy talking about competition and change. Somebody gonna get fired this week. I don't think Flus. If the Cardinals score a bunch of points, and I don't know what the number would be or how they do it, I don't think Flus survives this, man.
If they win, he'll survive.
Oh no, you're right. No, I'm not saying that. No. If they win, he'll survive. But if it's ugly, or if they give up a bunch of points, why is Flus and Shoddy and everybody else around there talking about this nebulous change? I mean, there's gonna be change coming.
Who on the defensive staff would you volunteer to take over?
Well, I don't know. But when you're telling me over the last 2 weeks that our defense got a whole lot better when the head coach decided to show up in the rooms, and they did, and then coach shows up in the room the next week, and then they don't. I know injuries are always going to be an excuse. I don't care what team or when. And I know you got no safeties, got no linebackers, got nothing. But when I see the same scheme just getting picked apart, when I see this zone, just people standing there, when I see just not even an attempt to be aggressive and blitz a little bit, and I know you're trying to protect, but at some point you're going to have to overcome those obstacles. And I do think you hit another button when you said, are you worried about you just losing your team?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Lose a team quicker than anything is if you feel like, one, the best players aren't playing. If you feel like the coach is not playing the best dudes, you lose your team immediately. And two, the players don't feel like they're getting coached. The schemes ain't right. That's the two quickest ways for a team to just fall apart. And I don't think the scheme is right. I think to a man, most of the defenses are having to do some things they're not comfortable with. But I'd rather lose trying to do something dynamic than sit back and watch. You know what I mean? Sit back in a four-man cover 4 zone and just keep everybody in front of you. I'd rather lose another way.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, you know? It's just it is fascinating that they. I mean, I get it. These guys have a personal relationship, and if you start firing guys your first year in, it already shows chinks in the armor. I get wanting to.
I know it's early. But something's going to have to shift here. You got your quarterback now. We got to do something. And if we're not, we're going to have to get a player, a defensive something. We're going to have to do something where Dak hadn't done that. Every time Shoddy comes on the air, he has to defend his defensive coordinator. Every time he sits down, he has to talk about, the defense and this, and we just got to get better. Has he had any occasion where, hey, man, that was a great game? We've had some games that were unexpectedly close, but have we had a good defensive? No. He's had to defend his coach at every turn. And I know you lost Micah. I know. He's got plenty of excuses. I think Jerry's about to shake the apple cart, and if he can't trade for somebody, he's going to fire somebody.
You're probably right.
I wish I was.
I mean,
I don't think I am.
Like I said, you look at that coaching staff and you go, is it going to be like, are you going to put Dave Borgonzi in charge of the defense? He can't even coach his linebackers.
Well, he doesn't have any linebackers. Maybe that'll give him some free. No, I know there's nobody to fill it. And to wish ill upon Flus is crazy. But there is it's such an abject issue. It's such a night and day proposition where the offense is good enough to win games. We know it. It's just a matter of just going out and executing. And the defense is just always going to be the issue. And we knew it was coming. We knew they were going to go up and down. But at some point, you get sick of making excuses, and you realize the bed that you're in.
All right, let's dig back into the college slate. I want you to consider this. Ohio State is a 20-point favorite on Saturday against Penn State. If you had, every year at the beginning of the season, there are things called Game of the Year lines where you can bet the big games before there's a number that says, hey, this is what we think the number's going to be. You want to bet it now, you can. If you'd bet that game at the beginning of the season before week 1, you could bet Ohio State -4. They are now a 20-point favorite against Penn State.
You know, say you took that bet way back when. What about all the advertisers that bought time in this? Like, they bought specific time. I want to have the first spot and break at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Big noon on Fox.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's down there with, like, Purdue, Minnesota, as far as interest now.
A 20-point spread.
Who'd have thought, man? Who'd have thought?
And I can't bet Penn State.
No. And I think 20 is kind of huge. I really do. But I don't trust that Penn State can do anything.
No way. This game, I think the line might be too big here. Miami, a 10.5-point favorite at SMU. I like SMU. I think that they are feisty, and this feels like a spot where Cristobal plays with his food a little bit. I mean, we just saw this team lost to Wake Forest. Yeah. This isn't some juggernaut team. Just because you beat the hell out of Syracuse and Stanford doesn't mean you're great. And the more we look at Miami, think about this. These are the wins for Miami this year. East Texas A&M, the losses for the wins for Miami this year. After that Notre Dame win, it's been Bethune-Cookman, Florida. You feel good about Florida? Florida State, Stanford. After the Louisville loss, I feel like SMU coming off that loss to Wake Forest, this is a good bounce back spot for them, catching double digits. Give me the ponies.
I'll make it easier. They lead the nation in turnovers gained. They're among the best in run defense and red zone efficiency. It's a good defensive football team. They're playing at home.
Very good.
And that little tiny stadium, it's going to feel like they're in a box. I expect SMU pack the house and beat them. Or play them awfully damn tight.
West Virginia against Houston. Houston laying 13.5 at home.
It's not enough. They're going to kill them. 21 points on this one.
Okay. I hope you're right. West Virginia stinks.
Just god-awful.
They really are.
There's no defense.
Rumors, Louisville's at Virginia Tech. Louisville laying 10.5 on the road. Rumors are Virginia Tech real close to hiring James Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
That would be intriguing.
Crazy hire. I mean, that's the same. I mean, that's the same region. He's recruited all these kids in that part of the world. So I would have never thought they could have got him.
I was going to say that's a home run hire for Virginia Tech.
That they'd have been able to lure him to Morgantown.
Home run hire if they get James Franklin. Indiana's at Maryland. Indiana laying 21.5 on the road. That's a big number on the road. But here's the deal: if Cignetti wants to do it, he's gonna do it to you.
I'm a believer.
He's gonna do it to you.
I don't think they're 21 points better than Maryland on the road, but I think that if they have the opportunity, they will be 21 points. Or if it's 21, it'll be 24. He will cover.
Georgia's at Florida. Well, it's a neutral site. I always say that. Georgia, Florida in Jacksonville. Georgia, a 7.5-point favorite. I like the Gators here.
I'm praying to my football guys that the Gators have one last gasp.
Yeah.
You know, like let's send Kirby and let's make him sweat for the rest of the year. They've got enough offense to do it, I think.
Georgia is good, but they didn't really separate. They didn't separate from Tennessee at all earlier this season. They didn't really separate from Auburn. And quite frankly, remember, if it weren't for really, really shoddy officiating, Georgia would have lost to Auburn.
He was calling the timeout.
Yeah, and then didn't really separate from Ole Miss. Like, I feel like Florida can hang in this game. Give me more than a touchdown.
I just want to make it a little bit interesting for Kirby and crew, but they're better than Florida. They should roll in there and have a nice drink and put Napier to sleep, but I don't think it'll happen.
Well, Napier's gone, remember?
I'm sorry. He's exited the building. Georgia takes this, man.
Notre Dame's at Boston College. Notre Dame laying 28.5 on the road.
So what happens to Notre Dame as they watch their coach being mentioned by all kinds of other football teams?
I don't know.
I mean, this is a school that's not accustomed to this kind of stuff.
No, they're not.
You know?
I'm not sure how they handle it.
They smoke BC, but it's going to be interesting to see how they finish out this season, knowing full well that somebody could come and snatch their head coach away.
This sounds crazy. BC might be a sneaky sandwich spot between USC
maybe
and Navy. So
I do worry about the mentality of the Domers. I do. This is uncharted ground for them. They got an opportunity. They've had a mediocre year, and they could very well lose the coach that I think is the reason they've had a better than bad year.
It's either this game or the last game of the year against Stanford, where you got to go all the way out west and play a team that's just feisty and doesn't have anything to play for, but just wants to knock you off. One of those is going to be way closer than we think it is.
What time is this? A night game?
This is a 2:30 game.
Okay.
2:30.
And they're at home. They're
in Boston.
In Boston?
Yeah. Texas Tech is at Kansas State. 7.5. Tech is favored by Kansas State. Low key playing a lot better lately. They have and the quarterback. What is his name?
For State. Avery?
Yeah, Avery Johnson. Worlds different than he looked at the beginning of the season. Looked like a bust, a bum. And then last 4 weeks, they've been putting up some points. They're at home here, catching more than a touchdown.
They would impress the hell out of me if they could do it. Tech's just rolling right now. You know, there's a lot of momentum there. This would be the kind of game that Tech would lose. I just don't think it'll be against Kansas State.
Coming off now here's the other thing. They're coming off a blowout win of Oklahoma State. Ho-hum.
Everybody got to play.
Guess who's coming up next? BYU.
Game of the
Top
week.
10 undefeated BYU, which could be for a spot in the Big 12 championship game.
Not could be. It will be.
So this is a sleepy spot. 7.5. I might back.
If
Kansas
Snyder
State
was
with 7.5.
still there, I'd give him a puncher's chance. But Joey's not going to let his team go flat up in the Little Apple, is he?
I don't know.
Man, if they can they throw tortillas away from home?
I think it's the toughest road trip in the Big 12 too.
To the Little Apple?
Yeah, that road trip sucks, man.
Trust me, yeah,
it
I've
sucks.
been there. There's not a lot going on. The wagon wheel, that's about it.
Virginia is at Cal. The matchup, like from a stylistic matchup, Cal is in trouble. But I'm going to trust making Virginia, who I've been saying is phony all year, making them travel to the West Coast. I like Cal here. I don't love it as much as I should. But anytime you got a team having to travel all the way to the other side of the country, I'm going to favor that team anyway. Catching 5.5 at home, give me the Golden Bears.
To prove it for Virginia. That defense might travel, though.
Virginia.
I mean,
what a bunch of fraudsters.
They got to prove it. This coach could get a good gig. He keeps winning.
You talked about the distractions of your coach being talked about. How about Ole Miss? Their coach being talked about it for a bunch of jobs. They're hosting South Carolina. Ole Miss laying 11.5 points. And now South Carolina, not very good.
They fought Alabama last week.
But they fight in damn near every game that they lose. They fought at Missouri. They fought at LSU. They fought against Alabama. Can they put up a fight against this Ole Miss team?
No, I think their fight was last week.
Okay.
I think they shot their wad against Bama. I think Ole Miss rolls them.
Things have kind of gotten away from them. And this is the other thing about South Carolina. This is a team, there was a lot of serious people who thought South Carolina might be like an SEC championship caliber team.
If that quarterback would have stayed healthy and done some things, they would have been closer to this. I don't think they were that good, but the quarterback could play when healthy.
And here's the reality. If they don't win this game or the next game against Texas A&M, they will not be bowl eligible.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to win one of those games. And
looking for another coach.
I don't know which one is more feasible at the moment, but I expect them to fight. I expect them to fight their asses off.
And I think they might be fighting for the coach's life too.
Purdue's at Michigan. Michigan minus 21.5 at home.
Can they score 21.5 points?
That's a big ask in my mind. I generally would think no, but Purdue is just almost unbettable. They got shut out by Northwestern. They lost at home to Rutgers. Like I don't know who can't beat this team.
What's his name? Bryce
Underwood. Yeah. Georgia Tech taking their undefeated record on the road to North Carolina State. They're laying 5.5 on the road.
Haynes King, baby, I'm behind.
You're
him
rolling with them
1,000%. No, they're a good football team. They got 5 points in them.
Oklahoma is at Tennessee. Oklahoma catching 3 on the road. I'm going to say, by the way, this is a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Loser is completely eliminated from playoff discussion. Give me Oklahoma plus 3 on the road.
Do you? I like Tennessee here. I think that I like everything kind of rolling. Without Mateer being even 75, and if he can get better, if he's healthier, that helps. But then something happened in that Oklahoma game, and not only they shouldn't have played Mateer, and they lost something. They lost their mojo.
I think what we saw last week with the Ole Miss defense or the Oklahoma defense against Ole Miss, that was about as much success as you can have against that Oklahoma defense.
Roasted.
I don't think it happens again. And Tennessee's offense is far from an elite Josh Heupel offense.
That's in Knoxville.
Yes.
Oh.
Up on Rocky Top.
This could be
Rocky Top, Tennessee.
What's the young quarterback for Tennessee?
Joey Aguilar.
You got the opportunity to put the Sooners to sleep. I like this game. I like Tennessee.
All right, we're head-to-head on that one. USC and Nebraska. It's corn. USC 4.5-point road favorites.
I'm a fan of Raiola. I am. I think he's got some swag, and he's playing better. They're not at home. I like Nebraska.
Okay,
I do. I'm gonna go with Matt Rule as he interviews for jobs and see what this team's attitude is.
You know what? That's another talking point. The Penn State job. Every time someone's name gets brought up as maybe a guy that Penn State wants, they're signing an extension. First, it was Kurt Cignetti. The next day, extended. Oh, what about Matt Rule? Let's go get Matt Rule. Extended. You know whose name they're hearing a lot about? You see that apple? A lot of people saying Penn State wants Mike Elko.
Oh, Mike's going to get paid. He's going to get a $3 million raise.
He's underpaid right now. Yeah. He's about to get some big money, I think, just off those rumors, which means Penn State might be left with a lesser coach than they thought they were going to get.
You call it Notre Dame.
Well, I wouldn't leave Notre Dame for Penn State.
I'm just saying they'd be calling Notre Dame. They're running out of opportunities. The football team's pretty good, but the opportunity isn't there for me.
And I think a great nightcap game, Cincinnati at Utah. Utah laying 10.5 at home. Cincinnati, their offense has been real good, but Utah at home, very tough to beat. And we saw last week when Dampier is healthy, Utah is tough. I think Utah might put a crooked number up on Cincinnati.
What shocked me about Utah and BYU, and this is a credit to BYU, is how physical that football game was. That Utah is a physical, hard-hitting, come-at-you football team, much more than you'd think.
Yeah. When they have not played Texas Tech, who is one of the best defenses in the country.
And it's been a month and a half ago since they played. It's been a long time since those two matched up.
But this is what their offensive outputs are at home. 63, 42, 53. I think we, at a minimum, see a 4 and probably a 5 against this Cincinnati team.
The game's going to go till midnight, so plan appropriately.
All right, let's take a break. I don't know. We might dabble in the world outside of sports today, but we still have some more sports to talk about. We got Game 6 to talk about. We got a lot to get into. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
A crash and police investigation closes down all lanes on Highway 87 westbound between Foster Road and Loop 410. If you want to get around these slowdowns this morning, you can try taking Lakefront as a good alternate. Looking onto Loop 410 westbound at McCullough Avenue, a stalled vehicle blocks off the right lane, but thankfully isn't causing too much of a slowdown. What is slowing down drivers, though, on the frontage road of I-10 eastbound at De Zavala is an 18-wheeler crash. 2 right lanes are blocked off. But some good news on Highway 90 eastbound after General Hudnell. A crash that blocked off some of the highway and the exit ramp has been taken care of. I'm Jason Fossig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big filling sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations.
Straight Talk knows the best holiday gift is simply saying yes.
Yes, you can stay up late. Sure, more cookies. Of course we can watch that movie again.
That's why we give you real unlimited data, so you can say yes to all of your family's streaming, scrolling, and sharing. And now at Straight Talk, get another gift worth giving, a free 5G phone with select plans. Because yes is the best gift to give.
Yes!
And receive. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or Straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's Truck Month at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Buy a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom at the low price of $33,999 plus 2.9% financing for 72 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Lease a new 2026 Colorado for only $299 a month. No dealer add-ons, and we deliver anywhere in Texas. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Arizona Cardinals for Monday Night Football. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
What do you think of a dead mouse, Kitty? Oh, you love a dead mouse.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Is this a Halloween song?
Kinda.
It can be.
Did you know this song?
No.
I'm about to say.
I play it every Halloween at a club, yeah. It's one of them.
No, I don't understand the words. I can't decipher.
It's called Ghosts and Stuff.
Well, there you go. There you go. You have to open up your book of Halloween. Is this a spooktacular good time?
There's ghouls and goblins.
Are we having a ghoulish good time?
It's featuring Rob Swire.
Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
Oh! Never gonna stop it. Ah, yes. The World Series. Back. No World Series for you tonight, huh?
It's in Canada. Do we even care? Due to tariffs.
A little bit.
Due to the tariffs.
Elimination game.
Are we going to have to pay extra?
Do we have to pay, right? Because
Are they going to have to
watch it?
To get it across? Is there some kind of tariff? Like we're going to have to tape delay it or something?
All I know,
I don't know.
Is in the entire time that Joe Biden and Barack Obama and Bill Clinton were president,
right?
Toronto Blue Jays didn't win the World Series.
Aha!
But
see now.
Now,
now it's
all of a
like-
sudden, Canada just taking over. I don't know.
No, buddy.
I think maybe I'm not here to accuse the president of anything, but I think he sold America's game to the Canadians. He sold to the highest bidder.
The Canadian dollar's not worth as much as ours.
Well, listen, man. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's happening here. But all I know is right now, we're not sinning our best. We're not sinning our best. We're sinning our worst.
Are we gonna have a new champion by the time we meet on Monday? Is there any way the Dodgers make it through the weekend?
No. The series will end tomorrow night, no matter what. So there will be a World Series champion.
They're playing
on
two in a
Monday.
row. They're
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
That's it. Man, at least they're getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
I still think the Dodgers make it to 7.
I think so too. Yamamoto.
Yeah. There's more
He
money
goes
in Game
tonight.
7.
And we know about Yamamoto.
Very good.
Very good.
But the interest level is waning, and I think the Dodgers are a balloon losing air. The bats should wake up tonight, but I still think they're paying a debt from the 18-inning game. I still think both teams are behind the 8 ball, and I'd much rather be at home and tired than on the road.
I do think, having the travel day, like a day to lick your wounds a little bit.
You coach baseball enough. These guys are such routine hounds, and suddenly you have one night where you got guys throwing, staying up way later, and they were smart, and they had to kind of protect the starters coming up. But it just felt to me in the next game after, Toronto seemed much more refreshed than they were on the road. I think the bats will wake up tonight, but at the end of the day, what got the Dodgers here will be the reason they go down. They just aren't going to be able to hit on Saturday night or Sunday night.
You know what? If I knew which side Shohei bet on, I'd know who the winner was going to be.
Well, is he really the key? I mean, he alone can turn this thing around and really kind of
he's got to and
cement the legend.
It's wild because everybody's, including myself, has been hyping up what he's done in these playoffs. Outside of one game in this World Series, he's been pretty ho-hum.
And we've asked a lot of him. I mean, they've kind of forced him to go pitch after that 18-inning night, and he, considering the situation he was in, responded pretty admirably and it wasn't winning. But I watched the Dodgers, and I think we'll look back and kind of, what was the Yankee team that lost to the Marlins a couple of the years? We talked about them a couple of years back.
2003.
This is one of those things where you're going to look back and go, how the hell?
Jason Giambi, Derek Jeter, Alfonso Soriano, Hideki Matsui, Bernie Williams, Jorge Posada, that Yankees pitching staff. Clemens, Pettit, Mussina, David Wells.
And you lost to the Marlins. How the hell are you going to lose to the Blue Jays and a rookie pitcher?
It could be.
So I think when we get further and further away, the true story is going to be what the hell happened. But right now, the story's going to be fun for Toronto on Saturday night. I think they win a Game 7, and Toronto parties like nobody's business.
Here's what I do know for the Dodgers, and the pitching has not been great this series. Yamamoto's been great. I expect him to pitch well tonight, and in Game 7, Tyler Glasnow will go for the Dodgers. And I think I'm going to trust Tyler Glasnow over whoever the Blue Jays throw out there on Saturday. So I'm going to say now is the chance to buy on the Dodgers. It ain't gonna feel good, but that's the way I'd go.
Well, guys like Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy.
Teoscar's been all right. He's been one of the only guys in the lineup.
You're gonna have to win it with Will Smith.
He's been
Teoscar,
dreadful.
Muncy, Hernandez, that middle of the lineup that has been just absent, just gone. You're gonna have to find not the stars. Freddie's probably gonna hit a couple of home runs. He always meets the moment, and I expect Ohtani to be a star. But those two haven't really done everything in every game, but the other dudes have done nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. The Dodgers, it says one thing that the Dodgers have is, because their bullpen has been not great, but between game 6 and 7, expect to see Yamamoto, Glasnow, and Ohtani, and probably Roki Sasaki pitch a lot. And there's even a possibility that Blake Snell, who on his throwing day could pitch. You will not see any of the weaker Dodgers bullpen guys.
Do you move Mookie? Do you move him out of 2? Do you move him further down the lineup? That's something just maybe to shock some. You talked about Teoscar. That's a big deal, but you've reached big deal time now. I mean, Mookie's done absolutely nothing, and there's no protection for Ohtani. You saw them pitch around him 4 times.
I would, at a minimum, bat Freeman second and Mookie third.
Maybe I'm just saying, do you do that kind of lineup shakeup in Game 6?
I think you got to do something. And Famous James, who's a Dodger fan, was asking about, would you consider moving Ohtani down in the order to give him some RBI opportunities? But here's why I can't do that, because I picture a world where it's Game 7, bases loaded, 2 outs, you've got 1 at bat left, you're down 1, and Mookie or whoever you put in the leadoff spot instead of Ohtani is batting, and Ohtani's on deck. And if the World Series ends with Shohei Ohtani on deck, you'll kill yourself.
You need
every time. If it means one more, batting him leadoff means one more at bat over a 7-game series than the 2-hitter. You desperately need that one more at bat.
I completely agree. It's not the kind of strategy I think I grew up with, but I certainly get what they're doing here.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I'm going to trust the Dodgers pitching, and I'm going to say I'll throw a dart with them. I don't like it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Blue Jays do win, but I think now it more than a 2-1 dog. I've got one of the best rosters ever assembled to win 2 games in a row. I think I'll take my chances.
I like him tonight. I'll give him that. But there's going to be an unsung here. If we're celebrating like Max Muncy tomorrow, then maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel. But I think if you're batting between 4, 5, 6, 7, no matter what that shakeup is, if there's production in there where you can actually get you can move Ohtani around instead of him moving others around, then now they got a shot. But so far, that hadn't happened.
Because, I mean, from a pitching standpoint, the Dodgers' biggest weakness all year long has been middle relief. And with only 2 games left in the whole season, you can eliminate the need for middle relief. You can say, none of you guys are allowed to play anymore. You guys can all sit in the dugout. You ain't going out to that bullpen. I got 5 dudes who are going to pitch in the next 2 games. I think back to when I was coaching. If I had that luxury of knowing I've only got 2 games left and I've got 5 pitchers who I can get innings out of, the world's my oyster.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, I'm sure. Who do they think is going to close out for Toronto? Who's got the ball?
I don't know. It might be Max Scherzer. Game 7, Max Scherzer, Mad Max showing up there. Can you imagine? I mean, that's who I would guess is the possibility there. So. But again, I don't know what to expect out of the Blue Jays. Maybe they try and use Savage on short rest.
I think they're going to. He's a young kid,
but Scherzer's been very good.
He was a man.
And you know what? If you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because if you lose Game 7 with a rookie on the mound, it's like, what the hell were you thinking pitching a rookie on short rest? If you lose Game 7 with Scherzer on the mound, they say, what the hell were you thinking sitting an old man out there in Game 7? It's like, what do you do if you're the Blue Jays? I don't know. Here's what you do. You go win. You find a way to not have to answer those questions. All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show, wrap up the week the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. First, though, what are you doing this weekend? Drinking tequila, I hope. I know I will be. I'll be sipping on that Star, that Blue Star tequila, 100% additive free. No flavoring added, no sweetener added, no coloring added, just the goods, baby. Just the good stuff. And that's what they do at Blue Star Tequila. Night harvested, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave, which it apparently allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of that brutal heat. It benefits the plant, it benefits the workers, and you can taste the results in the bottle. In fact, you can taste it so nicely that the Añejo won double gold in the New York Spirits competition. Incredible performance there. Won best in class at that same competition. And here's the deal. All the bottles on the table, what best in class is, it's who's got the best bottle in the house. All these $1,000 bottles on the table. Guess who won the whole best in class shebang? Blue Star Tequila. The least expensive bottle on the table won the whole shebang. If you haven't tried Blue Star Tequila, try it. Blanco, Reposado, Honey Reposado, or Añejo. All delicious, and you can find it all at Specs, Costco's, Alamo City Liquor, and Total Wine. That's Blue Star Tequila.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make sense out of this all for the people that are wondering.
Are the people wondering, or are you?
I think they are. Should we have a poll?
No. No. You're poll-less today, Ryan Engel.
I am poll-less most days.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
The NBA season tips off, and so does DraftKings' newest fantasy game. DraftKings Pick 6 is the easiest way to play for big wins, with every possession giving you a shot at real money. Here's how to play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more stats, and unlock the upside every game brings. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. Pick 6 is available in your state. Plus, new DraftKings customers can get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KTFM. That's code KTFM. Play just $5. Get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark. Get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Progressive knows owning a home can be hard, but not always. Like when you're relaxing on your patio, enjoying a nice, quiet evening. So quiet. Except for the sound of the neighbor's party. Which you said you'd go to if you weren't busy. And your quiet night on the patio, that's not exactly busy, is it? Maybe you should just stay inside. At least Progressive's Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare rates, so shopping for insurance is the easiest part of owning a home. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage band tee, not just any tee, the band tee. You wore it everywhere until your best friend stole it. Now you're on eBay, and there it is. Same tee from the same tour. The things you love have a way of finding their way back to you, especially on eBay. Where else can you find that mint trading card you searched everywhere for, or your first car, the one you wish you never sold? It has to be eBay. Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Progressive knows owning a home can be hard, but not always. Like when you're relaxing on your patio, enjoying a nice, quiet evening. So quiet. Except for the sound of the neighbor's party. Which you said you'd go to if you weren't busy. And your quiet night on the patio, that's not exactly busy, is it? Maybe you should just stay inside. At least Progressive's Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare rates, so shopping for insurance is the easiest part of owning a home. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
The largest gun show in San Antonio is at the Shriner Auditorium this weekend. Texas Gun Shows is open today, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Shriner Auditorium on 1604 today through Sunday.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Scariest song? Is this the scariest of the movie themes?
I think so.
I think so too. Yeah.
Is Exorcist scarier?
Oh, that one too.
It's pretty close, right?
Yeah. Or Psycho.
So, but this one.
Oh yeah, this one is. 'Cause I'm a big the movie Halloween fan.
Okay.
It's my favorite of the horror genre movies. That's Friday the 13th.
I know, but that's one of the sounds you always hear in the.
Rob Zombie once made a Halloween movie.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
No, he made it. He remade Halloween.
Oh, that's right. He did. He directed that. That's right. If you had to pick one of them to watch, this is going to be a common conversation title today. What's the one horror movie you would put on Halloween?
It's the original Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween.
The original Halloween?
The first one, yep.
Yeah.
I think that would be second for me.
What's yours?
Well, probably no number one because of the name, but the scariest movie I've ever seen was Exorcist. That was the one that just changed my life.
I'm afraid of The Shining. That's a scary movie to me.
That one made me jump. That one was, that might be the one to watch though. That's probably the best of the three movies as far as well made.
Yeah, probably so. But yeah,
Halloween. It's Halloween.
It's Halloween. Yeah.
OG,
the boogeyman. I don't want to worry about demons or crazy men. I want to only worry about monsters. The boogeyman. What do they call the boogeyman in
Cucuy.
Cucuy, El Cucuy.
So it's Jason Voorhees and who's the Halloween?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. There we go.
Michael Myers.
So Michael Myers is. Oh, see this one.
Yes.
Yeah, this is cuckoo for me.
This sow is mine.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
In Louisiana, it's the Rougarou.
The Rougarou?
Rougarou. That's the Rougarou gonna come get you.
Rougarou gonna come get you.
No, the donkey lady's going to come
Donkey
get
lady
you.
lived in. She lived out behind my house down on Aspen Valley. I know where she lives.
See?
The Rougarou, he a werewolf type fella. He gonna come and get you while you sleeping, boy.
So that's not voodoo. This is something else.
No, that's the coon ass boogeyman, a werewolf. He come around taking.
What's it called?
You a bad kid? The Rougarou gonna come get you.
The Rougarou. I've never heard of that one.
Oh yeah, they'll tell you about the Rougarou. You gotta be down there at South Louisiana. They're gonna tell you about that Rougarou.
Oh, good grief, he's scary looking too.
Oh, the Rougarou a scary thing now, Rob. But you don't gotta worry about him because you're not a bad kid. The Rougarou only coming to get the bad kids.
He's a trickster.
You go out and do that mischief. You go throw an egg on my house. The Rougarou gonna get your little ass.
There's a song. There's a song.
A Rougarou song?
Yeah.
Ooh. They also.
I like that one, the Rougarou.
There's also Pere Malfait, they call him. He's like a swamp thing.
No, I've seen that one.
Pere
The
Malfait.
I've seen that one on on a TV series.
Okay.
Night Stalker.
Yes, but the Rougarou, he a werewolf, and he gonna come. You do that, you slash them tires. You a little kid. He gonna come get you out your bed and kill you.
They tried to. You know what? There was a moment where the Rougarous could have been the New Orleans Hornets. That was
what a great mascot that would have been.
The Rougarous.
That would have been the best mascot.
Yeah.
He gonna kill them kids.
They filed for that one and several others.
Zion, you eat too much of that buffet. The Rougarou gonna come kill your ass.
I can't be afraid of a Rougarou.
He a
I guess
werewolf,
Kukui
though.
doesn't scare me either, but
he a werewolf type fella. That's right.
Rougarous featured in a video game South of Midnight. I'm learning all kinds of stuff.
You learn a lot about the
Oh, Shreveport, the National Arena League football team. The Shreveport, they nicknamed their team the Rougarou.
The Rougarou.
There's a couple of X's in there.
Oh,
just
yeah.
throw those in there.
You could do that
It's
now.
Cajun. And
that's right. You could do
throw
the
X's
X in there.
And they took two of them in there.
Go Rougarou.
A Roo. There's
That's
two
right.
X's.
That's right now. All right. Let's wrap up the show. Oh, we barely have times for a daily lines. Oh my gosh.
Well, we've done a lot of it
Just
today.
go ahead and do the quick lines.
All right. Forget the music. We don't need the music today. There are we've gone over a lot of the lines through the show today. 3 college football games tonight. Rice hosting Memphis. Rice is a 14-point dog. Give me the Owls to keep it close.
Wow, I like Memphis.
I say all the time, Rice this year is basically a service academy team. They're going to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Memphis wants to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Rice can defend a little bit. Let's keep it close, Owls. Hoot, hoot, baby. North Carolina, plus 2.5 at Syracuse.
It's over.
It's over. I'll say this. If I get a 3 with North Carolina, I'm going to back them tonight. I don't
You're
think
a trusting sort.
I hate it.
You're
It's
a
going to make me
trusting
feel
sort.
sick, but I'm going to do it.
Oh, Belichick's on his way out.
And then Louisiana Tech, a 16.5-point favorite against Sam Houston. They'll probably murder them tonight. In the association, Celtics plus 1.5 at Philly. That's a good matchup. Knicks minus 5.5 at the Bulls. I think I lean to the Sixers tonight, catching 1.5 at home.
I like Bills at home. Bulls at home.
All right, we'll be back. Do it all again on Monday. Blitz comes up at 2.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line. Touchdown.